Fight the burn with Cremo Shave Cream. Look for the Cremo Crown at Walmart, Target, Rite Aid, CVS Pharmacy, Kroger, or on Amazon.
Oh,
It's time to start the show. The gang is ready. Let's go. Jim and Sam. Jim and Sam. Jim and Sam.
Now, if any of you sons of bitches got anything else to say, now's the fucking time!
Hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. It's time to celebrate the moment. I feel it in my soul. It's written in my bones so deeply. I wanna lose control. So turn it up a little more and laugh along with me. The show is about to begin. Series 103. Yeah, so get ready. Yeah, I'm so ready. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. Sing it like, hey, are you ready? Jim and Sam are here. Feel it like, hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. So if you feel it like I do, you gotta sing it with me too. Like, hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. Yeah.
good morning.
Morning, everybody.
I woke up and a little, you wake up and your body just itches sometimes.
Nope.
I kept thinking, like, are there fleas in my bed? I don't think I have them.
How could you get fleas in your...
That's the point. There's been no one in it.
Yeah, I mean,
Plus, my housekeeper has fleas.
are fleas prevalent in New York? Like in the city?
Like everywhere else, sure there are.
I guess.
But,
Yeah, they
you
got
can get from an
animals, right?
elevator. You never know. I mean, a couple of them jump on you. There's dogs in the elevator.
Do bed bugs not itch? Is that why you thought it was fleas instead of bed bugs?
Bed bugs do, but
Maybe you have bed bugs.
no.
Lots of bed bugs in New York City.
There certainly are, but I'm so fucking careful in hotels. When I did the Stress Factory, I took all of my stuff out of my suitcase. I never put it in the drawers.
No.
I'll find a smooth table surface and I'll put it on there. I don't put my shit near the bed. I'm real careful about bed bugs.
But then you sleep in the bed.
Yeah, but you're probably not going to bring them home.
Oh, because you're nude.
From your body, yeah.
And hairless.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in luggage they crawl. I mean, you could bring them home in your clothes, but I think it's more likely that it's going to be on...
Yeah, they sneak into like the little like ridges in your luggage and stuff like that. Those little folds that they can hide under.
Yeah. So I kept thinking like my ass hair was itching just a teeny bit. I'm like, I hope I don't have fleas.
Maybe you just need to wipe better.
That's a possibility. So I woke up, there was a raccoon in my bed sniffing back there. No, but it was just one of those feelings when you wake up and your body just itchy.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah. And then I got a stomach pain on the way in. Like a little cramp. I'm like,
Are you
fuck.
nervous about the show?
No, I'm just like, I hope it's not stomach cancer.
It could be.
You know, your mind just goes to crazy places when you get older.
You never know. It could be. Right? Have you gotten it checked out? Travis has a bad back. He could have back cancer.
You said work ethic wrong.
Oh, he definitely has a cancer of the work ethic.
What's wrong with your back, Travis?
He can't sit down.
Well, really?
He said this. You know what he said? And he's very mistaken. He said, it's not funny anymore. And I watched him have to get a piece of paper off the floor and I didn't help.
Yeah.
And I corrected him.
I'll be honest, that sounds like a hoot.
I should have been more specific. It's not funny for me anymore.
Oh.
What happened? How'd you hurt it?
I have no idea.
He
When?
needs to get himself a Becky out of me.
Maybe you were in Disney and you hurt it.
No, this is like a week ago.
Really?
Yeah.
You just sleepy, you woke up, it was bad?
I don't know.
Are you overexerting yourself when you exercise?
No, see, that's the thing. No exercise takes place in my daily routine. So it can't be that.
Maybe you go to your doctor and you say, Doctor, is it possible with a severe lack of physical activity that this would happen?
It might be your back muscles weaken and you do a little something. Or maybe it was you had your daughter, you're throwing her up in the air at Disney yelling, Mickey!
She's like 10.
But
She's
yeah,
like
I
almost
went
as tall as Travis and tries to throw it
That's what happened. He hurt his back.
That's how you throw it out.
Disney!
Mickey! So you are, you can't sit, huh? Back pain sucks.
I mean, I can barely walk.
Can't do
Like-
it. You can't get comfortable. You can't lay down.
No,
You can't
I can lie
sit.
down. I can sleep just fine.
Oh, okay.
It's walking and sitting. But like, for a week last week, I thought, okay, I just hurt my back and I'll get over it. And then
Just rub a little dirt on it.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's right.
Yesterday it was like, oh boy.
Get Roman / Teft. I'd love to. So yesterday was bad when you were heading home?
No, when I woke up, it was just like, all right, maybe this is more than just, bad back. Maybe it's
It's like your body telling you, like, you have to do something
pinch
about this,
nerve,
dude.
herniated disc, maybe something like that.
Maybe
So,
maybe you.
yeah, I got to go to a doctor.
But you didn't do anything that you can remember
No,
hurting you.
no.
Isn't that weird?
Just happens.
It happens when you sleep sometimes.
Yeah, you just do something weird. You move your body weird.
My friend fucked his neck up sleeping. He was sleeping on satin pillows. Some girl who was banging him years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he hurt himself in bed sleeping on a pillow. He fucked his neck up.
What, do you
bad.
kind of like slide off and just...
Well, you're dreaming and you move a certain way.
Yeah.
Maybe you're dreaming and you just twist and turn.
You don't have to be dreaming. You could just move.
You could just move, sure.
Something sudden happened in a dream.
Maybe
Are you
dreamt.
saying movement is not exclusive to dreaming?
No, you can move without
But
dreaming.
in bed to have a jerky movement, like maybe you were dreaming, it was in a room, was quiet, and you heard a familiar voice go, "I'm back," and you turn around quickly.
Yeah. He was dreaming and a car pulled up in front of the house. Who is it? Oh.
And he goes to running at the door.
Oh, no.
Sit down, Travis.
No, I would prefer not to.
You can't sit, huh?
I can. I can sit. It's
Let's
just,
see what it looks like.
Yeah, go
It looks like any other sit.
You want a massage?
I would love one.
That would help.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He don't know.
What part of your back?
Lower back / buttocks.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Just on the left side.
Ooh.
The left glute hurts?
The left glute.
Do you ever get a glute massage? It feels great.
No.
Are
I
you
don't
doing
get massages.
Are you doing squats?
No.
Oh.
Why don't you get massages? I mean, would you never want one?
No, I just don't. It's not part of my thing. Like,
I don't get massages.
Yeah.
I don't like massages.
When you get a good massage, it's fun, right? Is there anything better?
Love it.
I don't trust masseuses and I don't trust chiropractors.
But don't you trust me? I mean, chiropractors I get because they can fuck you up. But why not a masseuse? They just
I just feel like they're going to push a muscle in the wrong way. And, I don't know. You could sometimes walk out worse than you walked
I've never
in.
had. Even the ones if it's painful, if they're really strong, you could just go, hey, a little lighter, please.
Yeah.
And they'll go lighter.
Thai massages. That's what you need.
Those can be painful.
What massages?
Thai?
Honestly, I thought you said cock massages.
I love a good cock massage.
Yeah, I do too. I've never said, hey, cut that out.
I like when there's a full rub down and they're like flip over. I'm like, all right.
Right. One time, Troy, years ago, he told me this story. He was dating a girl who was more like kind of on the straight and narrow and trying to keep Troy on the straight and narrow a little bit. Mm-hmm. And she got him a massage for his birthday. But it was a regular massage, right? Just a standard massage, oils and lotions and things like that, but literally just a massage. And they finished Troy's back and they said, okay, we're all done. And they gave him a towel to kind of clean the oils and stuff off. What happened after that, Troy?
I jerked off in the towel.
Sitting at the table.
Yeah, my girlfriend was pissed.
How does she know?
Because I told her. She's like, how was it? It was great. I was like, yeah, they gave me a little towel, and I assumed you just jerk off in it. Relieve the pressure.
That's not what it's for.
Because there's nothing better than getting a nice massage and then relieving the pressure.
Yeah, it really is. I wish I don't know why it's considered immoral just because it's a penis. Like, I wish it wasn't.
Well,
as long as somebody wants to do it.
Right, I think that's what it is.
They
Like,
shouldn't be for it, but as long as they want to do it.
some people just want to give you a massage and don't want jizz on their towels.
I understand.
Like, that's totally inappropriate what you did. Totally
Okay,
inappropriate.
well, now I know. But,
Oh, okay.
At the time, it felt, I was like fired up.
I see. So you were kind of expecting something to happen and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I like when they're rubbing you. Jim,
Mhm.
you'll appreciate this. When they go down right between your butt cheeks and graze your butthole.
Yeah, I've had that, or the nail will hit the. Once in a while, that's accidental, but maybe 10% of the time. The other 90% of the time, it happens.
I feel like if they're that close to the anal, they're probably sending a signal.
It can be. I mean, I'm just saying, I've had a couple of incidental brushes, and you can tell by the way they're touching you.
Yeah.
But 90% of the time that they've touched my balls or my ass crack, it's like we both know what you're supposed to be, and I never complain.
Right. Right.
I know what it is.
Yeah. Now, Travis, are you going to go to a real doctor or a chiropractor?
I think I'll go to a real doctor first.
Good.
And you never had a massage?
I've had a massage. I just don't go
frequently and often.
Yeah, like ever.
Brian in Virginia has maybe some help for Travis.
Okay.
Let's go. If I can find the mouse here to
Wait.
Brian in Virginia. What's up, Brian?
Hey there, boys. As exciting as a Norton massage would be, it's not going to do him any good.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he has a bulging disc.
Like the bulging dicks?
Yeah, well, I don't know if he has a bulging dick, but he has a bulging disc.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does. That's
Yeah.
what gave him the bad back.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lugging that little joker around.
Yeah, he's got a lot of weight to carry up front.
Mhm.
Those symptoms are exactly what I had many years ago.
How do you get a bulging disc?
How'd you heard it? Yeah.
It can just happen. It can be genetic.
A genetic bulging disc?
Isn't that funny? That's the one thing his mom left him with.
a bad back.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Travis. So what has to be done with that?
If it doesn't rupture, you can do some exercising and some steroid treatments, but
Unfortunately,
let it
very
go.
often, euthanasia is really the only.
I don't disagree. Or Travis can come in and we can all donkey punch him really hard.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Thank
All
you,
right.
Brian.
Jimmy in New Jersey has some advice for theft.
And maybe can you imagine if we have to put Travis to sleep before his dog gets put to sleep? How ironic would that
That'd
be?
be awesome. And the dog wouldn't even cry or go to the doctor with him.
No.
Dog would be like, I'm working on a bone here.
Dog just licking his testicles. Like Travis is like, this doesn't mean anything.
He wouldn't know the difference.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't know.
Not at all.
That hurts, Troy.
Worse than your back?
No, nothing's worse than my back.
Okay.
This is pain.
Yeah.
What's up, Jimmy in New Jersey?
Hi.
No, you're in New
I'm
York.
going to suggest an inversion table. I've had what sounds similar at the top of the buttocks, lower back, no issues to cause it. Hang upside down for 5 minutes a day. I'm telling you, it goes away. It will save your life, Travis.
Like Michael
Wow.
Keaton in Batman?
Sure.
Yep.
You want to be Batman? Knock yourself out.
Wait,
I'm thinking about becoming
Back.
Batman.
Where do you put an inversion table?
Say that again?
Like how big is it? Almost like just like a hobby horse that you hang off of and you lean backwards, or what is an inversion table?
Like that old dude, the Teeter Hang-Ups guy that flips himself upside down and hangs there.
I mean, I think it looks like almost like a hollow. Yeah, it's almost like it's a table, but it's on legs and it's vertical.
Oh,
and it straps you in by the ankles.
And you turn upside down. Is that like sorry, sir? Is that like doing a headstand, almost like with the way the blood will flow?
Yes, yeah, it's extremely uncomfortable, which is why, it's probably, I don't think it's recommended for you to hang upside down at all, even for a second, but a couple minutes doesn't hurt anything a few times a day. And I'm serious, I've been literally hunched over, not able to move, done the chiropractor, done acupuncture, done all of it, and got a little bit of relief from it. Hanging upside down a couple times a day for a few days in a row, it literally goes away for months.
What did they say that does? Why does that work?
Honestly, everybody, a chiropractors tell you not to use it. The massage therapists tell you don't go to chiropractors. They tell you, so they're all kind of tell you. Some people say it's okay. Some people say it's not okay. So I don't honestly know.
It's a racket. You know why chiropractors tell you not to do that?
Sure, because it works.
Yeah, because they want you to keep going to them.
But hanging upside down, I've never heard is bad for you. I've heard that's actually good for you to reverse the blood like that and to get blood flowing into your brain. I've always heard that was pretty good for you, actually.
Yeah, it is.
It is, right?
Yeah. Well, that's why inversions in yoga are great.
And I've also had it looked at it from an MRIs and other X-rays, and doctors have basically said I have the same exact that anybody else does. You have the degeneration in your spine and in your body, but some people just it affects them differently. A 70-year-old man could have more than me and not have any symptoms. They've told me.
Right.
So it's just how So all right,
Thanks,
man,
buddy.
I'm out.
Thank you.
Inversion table, homie.
All right, we have our local health expert has just come in.
Handsome Rob is here.
Yes, I have. Like 2 years ago, I got a herniated disc and a pinched nerve.
Oh no, doing what?
Golfing.
Way to steal my thunder, Rob.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
What this does is
By the way, speaking of golfing, somebody tweeted a very funny thing yesterday.
Which one of my jokes?
It wasn't you.
Oh.
Yesterday when Rob was like, sorry, I've been like weird at work, but I've had a lot of personal
That's
stuff
right,
going
yes.
on. Somebody tweeted golf videos that Rob's been posting. He said his golf game wasn't affected.
Oh no!
no, I played.
Are you saying that the grief didn't?
Yeah, it was okay. Like his grandma in the hospital, the golf game wasn't affected at all. It was just here. It was just it snuck on him here, but he still had time
Thank
to go.
God the golf course was a source of relief.
Yes,
Okay,
he was
good.
able to relieve himself at the golf
We
course.
should do the show at the golf course.
Yeah, that might be the way to do it.
Yeah.
Well, what this does, it expands your spine.
are right.
It expands your spine because what's happening is your discs are like on top of each other, and it's just pushing, giving that so much pressure. And what being inverted does is expands, and
Why you gotta be such a bitch?
So that's it.
It does make sense.
Yeah, it does. So.
Well, thank you, Rob. A lot of people say that back pain is psychological.
I've heard a lot of that too.
Especially when you got like stuff going on. It's one thing when you can see something in an x-ray. But when something just happens, or when it's like, well, you don't have any symptoms, but this happens sometimes, a lot of people say that back pain is psychological.
Stern's first book or second book, one of them he talked about back pain. Both the first two, but I didn't read his third one. They were actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about just saying "fuck it," and it's like that's how he knew it was psychological. We used to stretch out in the limo every day, and then one day he was just like, "Fuck it, hurt."
Have you ever tried to stretch out in the limo, Travis?
I didn't think about that this morning on the ride in.
Right.
I'll consider it on the ride home.
You should.
Yeah.
We got a truck driver who knows decompression therapy. Kip.
What's going on, Kip?
The trucker. Sounds like a gay porn name.
Hey guys, how you doing?
What's up, bud?
I had back pain, lower back pain for a long time, and found decompression therapy, which is basically putting your lower back in what's that called when they stretch it?
A stretch thing?
That's right.
Well, I forget what exactly it's called. Basically, they're pulling
he's falling apart.
bottom of your back.
This isn't good.
Kip, you're collapsing.
Kip.
But what it does is it opens up the
nerves in the belly are getting the better of you, Kip.
and allows blood to get to them in order to heal your disc in between.
So
Without that blood flow in between is what causes that pain and causes them to lock up.
It's like opening an accordion a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, thank you,
All right,
Kip.
thanks, Kip. Yeah.
Travis, are you taking advice from all the random callers, since that way you don't have to go to a doctor?
No, I feel stupid for even talking to Dr. Steve yesterday. Now that all these people are
What
calling
did he
in.
say? You need heavy medication.
Yeah, he said I should
A
go to a
morphine drip.
Hospice care, maybe.
Yeah,
good.
hospice. Whip you up a toe tag. I'll put Minnie Mouse ears on it.
Propofol.
Yeah, exactly. Dr. Steve will put somebody in the hospice for the flu.
Yeah, my friend Conrad Murray will help you. So what are you going to do? What did he say to do?
He said go to a doctor.
You know
Go
what
to a
you
doctor,
should?
get an MRI.
You know what you should do?
What?
Stop being so tightly wound.
Yeah, I don't even
Maybe
think that's
exercise
it.
will help.
I tell you guys over and over and over again, yoga will change your life.
He's probably right. He's probably right.
It changed my life. I had back problems. I had pain in my heels. I
can't
started
do
doing
yoga
yoga
right now. My back hurts.
Well, this
That's
is
actually a good
as soon as
point.
it heals, there's you could be preventative for the next time.
What kind of exercise would you do? If you got you got to do something as you're in your 30s.
You know what's
now.
ironic?
Yeah.
I'm almost done with those.
Right. Yeah, those are wrapping up pretty quick. Right before this happened, like literally a week ago, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, Travis said, I'd really like to start exercising. I got to figure something out.
I did.
And then 3 days goes by and he's like, I can't walk.
Oh, maybe that was it. Maybe he's just not telling us.
No.
Then he tried something.
And he just,
yes.
Please, I would tell you guys.
He curled a dumbbell. He picked up those 7-pounders.
Yeah, exactly. 7 pounds doesn't say, oh my God.
If there was a funny story behind this, you'd be the first to know.
I believe that.
So you want to start exercising?
I should.
What do you think you're going to start doing?
Probably just dead weights.
Calisthenics.
Yeah.
Just and you're not going to learn form or anything like that. Just pick up heavy shit.
Yeah, probably
That's smart.
Probably jeans and a t-shirt.
That's smart.
That's what I like to wear.
Yeah. Work out like you're a fucking tough guy in the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're one of the ducky boys. So
I don't know. I just.
I was like seeing a guy at the gym with khakis on. A lot of times, a lot of Indian people do it. They go to the gym and they wear khakis. Older people, khakis with a belt and a watch and a tucked-in polo shirt, like business casual.
The tucked-in polo shirt I've seen in sweatpants.
No, I've seen it in khakis with a belt and, and a watch.
Here's why sweatpants is worse, because that means you have gym clothes.
Right.
The other one is like maybe the guy just showed up to the gym and said, "Fuck it, I'll work out."
Yeah.
This guy I see all the time. He pulls his sweatpants up to his belly and he tucks in a polo shirt.
It's a weird thing, man.
What are you doing?
No, it's a weird thing.
At my gyms, there's people working out in sunglasses.
Oh no!
We gotta look cool. You're in the
Soho?
East Village.
They all
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, come on.
It's right by NYU, so there's a lot of, especially my yoga class. It's all women.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, you got
Do you want to talk to
22
any?
Not really. Every once in a while, like if you see the same girl every now and again, you're like, hey, what's
It's not a sexy vibe though, right?
No, and you just I always see them, so I don't want to come across as creepy.
You ever see
or
any
anything.
bulging pussy lips?
All the time?
It's my favorite thing.
Me too.
Right.
I'm gonna start taking hot yoga is good, right?
It is. Yeah, I would just start with like a vinyasa flow.
Oh my gosh.
I get bored doing yoga though. Everybody breathe and be careful aware of your core. Like I can't.
But that's part of it. It's supposed to slow you down,
Breathing
right?
without yoga is just exercise.
That's a great philosophy. That's the name of Troy's book.
That's right.
Why don't you try DDPY? Why don't you try
Me?
it? Yeah, DDPY.
I would. Everybody loves it.
It's yoga for regular guys.
Why don't you just go to regular yoga as a heterosexual man and enjoy the women there?
That's Troy brings up a good point.
Yeah, yoga is really good. I
Travis
know
wouldn't
it's
fit
good for you.
in that category.
That's true. I would have to be a heterosexual man first.
Yeah. I'll tell you why Travis shouldn't do that. He's embarrassed.
Why? About what?
His lack of skill.
You know what?
yeah,
and coordination.
Everybody's got to start somewhere.
My classes, there's fat people.
Nice. Oh.
It's all walks
Thought
of
it
life.
said yogurt. Yeah, there's always people who are in bad shape. It doesn't matter. I was terrible at it, and there was guys who were amazing at it, and then there was other guys who just they did half the thing like I did. You stop when you want to and you relax. No one gives a fuck. No one cares.
Is that what you're going to do, Travis? Yoga?
No, probably not.
No.
Even if you know it's going to change your life, I'm telling you right now.
How often do you go?
3-4 times a week.
Oh, you do? You just grab a class when you can?
Yeah, there's just multiple classes throughout the afternoon into the evening. They do like candlelit classes that are a little calmer.
What time are those?
They're on Sundays at 7 and 8:30.
What's a yoga class run you?
No, it's a donation based.
Oh my!
Do you ever
God.
donate nothing?
Sometimes, but
Good for
sometimes
you.
I donate $10, $5.
Wow.
That's pretty
great.
cool.
Yeah, like I said, it's all NYU students. They're
How
all
many
like-
mats do you bring?
Just one.
Why would you bring more than one mat?
Because it's uncomfortable.
Like pile them up?
Yeah, I
see.
hate fucking downward dog, stretch hand. I've done private yoga just to do it, and it actually is hard to do.
But I think the idea is that you're supposed to, it's not supposed to be that adrenaline like.
But I didn't feel any
pump.
results at all from it.
You have to go frequently.
You do, right?
Yeah, because you're slowly stretching your muscles out. and
Yoga
relaxing
bodies
them.
are amazing. A woman with a yoga body,
Mhm.
but they have those long, lean muscles. They're
Like a
fucking
perfect
sexy.
ass.
Oh, yeah.
But you're so used to getting that, like, you work out once and then you're sore after, and that's how you know you did something.
Yeah. So, Travis, why don't you do something like that? Maybe it'll help you out.
Yeah, I want to get past the back pain first.
Yeah.
You know what you need?
What?
Becky out of me.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Why don't you put some heat on it? Why don't you get him a heating pad?
I have one.
You have a hot water bottle?
No.
Oh, get a hot water bottle.
No,
that
I
should
have
do
a
the
heating
trick.
pad, though.
I wish you were. The only thing that would make me happier is if you were scheduled to leave for Disney right now.
Oh, that'd be the
That'd be
worst.
awesome.
Oh yeah.
Would you hate that?
I would hate
You have
that.
to sit on the plane with bad back.
I wish it was Disneyland.
Because you know I would go.
You have to fly to Anaheim.
Oh yeah,
Much longer flight.
you would go
Yeah, of course.
even if you
They
couldn't go on the
cancel.
rides.
Yeah,
He'd
it's-
still go on the
I'm trying to
rides.
make my
Yeah.
lightsaber, but my back hurts. Can the Force help me?
He'd be in such pain. He's riding Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Ow.
Ow, 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 ow.
Ow. Hurts to laugh.
Oh, it hurts
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Well, be ready for some pain today.
Oh, yeah.
This is not a good job for me right now.
So you
So
think
I find Jim to be very entertaining.
Thank you.
that's, I mean, a little one-sided.
He looks at me. We laugh.
we have a connection.
Yeah.
He's on Demerol. He gets it.
Yeah, why don't you just start doing pills?
That's good.
Pills are good.
Yeah, yeah.
Pain pills are really good to start in your late 30s.
You just start doing opioids.
Just like all the time?
Just until your back pain goes away.
What about when it goes away? I don't
All
want it to come back.
Yeah, but for maintenance, you got to keep taking them.
Yeah,
And are you having a good time?
exactly. If I'm having a good time, why stop?
Right.
Should we get Travis
Bad idea.
an inversion table?
Can I use it here?
No. Home.
I don't want to
Yeah.
get him an inversion table. I'd rather get him like just some Vikes.
Vicodins?
Oxys.
Yeah, I'll just text Dr.
Oxys,
Steve.
probably, yeah.
His back will hurt because he can't shit. They constipate you.
Oxys?
Vicodin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dr. Steve told me to go to the emergency room if I lose control of my bowels. I said, I'm nowhere near that.
Lose control
Why,
of your
what did he say it
bowels.
could be?
Dr. Steve has some weird fantasies.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, if you shit in your socks, go see someone.
I guess if like the nerve damage was so bad that I just was shitting everywhere.
That must be bad.
I guess.
So you were talking about going to a doctor yesterday. How come you haven't made plans to go to a doctor yet?
Because I had things to do yesterday.
What'd you have to do yesterday? You can't call a doctor.
What did I have to do yesterday?
Nothing. Go home and play a fucking video game.
Yeah, I had to find Link's sword.
Watch a TV show for the 50th time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to find Link's sword and then watch 2 episodes of NYPD
Yeah,
Blue.
watching the Breaking Bad animation.
Yeah. What?
So you
They're doing a cartoon based on Flynn. I really want to catch up.
No, I'll go today or tomorrow.
Well, why didn't you call yesterday?
Because I don't have a doctor. I don't go to the doctor, man.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Why not just doctor? I have a doctor.
Good for you.
Yeah,
What's the doctor's name?
Benny Boombots.
Oh.
Ow.
So when was the last time you went to a doctor? Even for a checkup or
I
anything?
went to a doctor. Guess what he told me?
What did he tell you?
Guess what he told me?
What?
Told me I better go out and have fun no matter what I do.
Oh, okay.
He's a fool.
When was the last time you went to a doctor?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I mean, I don't know.
Give me an idea.
Years ago?
Like how many? Like 2 years ago or like 10 years ago?
Between 2 and 10.
That says 5 years?
Yeah, probably about right. Oh, you know what? Yeah, probably about 4 years ago.
For what?
Becchiotomy?
Yep, Becchiotomy. Because I was having... You remember...
Yeast infection?
Yes.
Yep.
His dangling bag getting stuck in his ass crack.
I was just having like shortness of breath. I think, Jim, you talked about it once where you felt like you couldn't, you know...
Anthony explained it best. You can't get that last click.
Yes.
That was Anthony's... And I had that last night in bed, and then I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I breathe better. It's probably tension.
Yeah. So I went for that, and, you know...
What did they
like,
say it was?
Everything's fine. Like, okay.
Travis is wound too tight.
I think I remember that.
His breathing issues,
Yeah,
his
maybe.
back pain, it's because he's wound up too tight.
Well, he keeps everything inside.
He keeps everything inside, and he's trying to keep everything in order. Everything has a job. Everything has a place. He's wound too tight.
I think he needs therapy.
I would agree with that.
Oh my gosh, that's what mental therapy would probably
Would
help his physical ailments.
Yeah, you are keeping it all inside.
Yes.
How do you know?
Because I know you are, just because of the things you've told me.
Yes.
Like
We all know you're doing that.
There's a lot of pain and trauma
All
that
of your
is not
family
being
stuff
dealt
that's
with.
in there,
Yeah.
lurking around.
That's all over.
See?
That was...
That's yesterday's tomatoes.
18 years ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it
That was
works.
18 years ago.
You've never dealt with it.
No, he has not.
I dealt with it
No.
years ago.
No.
Now Jim just makes fun of me every day and
Does that bother you?
laugh the pain away.
I do love you.
No, that never bothers me.
Okay,
I
I
would
hope
absolutely tell you.
All right, yeah, I figure you would.
Yes.
Travis is kind of Asperger with information.
I think
He
it's
is.
very funny.
He is.
He goes right out with it.
He tries to give his family the best life possible, but really it's a mask because he wishes that he still had that for himself.
Sure.
Oh.
And he's not dealing with it.
He wants to give them what he didn't have.
Oh, yeah.
Parent with a good back.
And guess what? I'm a lot like you.
That's true. He's a little boy, and he blew a little boy.
No, let's not confuse our childhoods.
Oh, sorry.
You think this is cats in the cradle except with bad backs?
I do. Hopefully, dog's on the coffin soon.
That has nothing to do with anything. Yeah, I'll bet beyond yoga or surgery or exercise or anything, if Travis got his brain right, it would help.
Yeah, it helps. It wouldn't make fix your back right now, but it does help. A little exercise, a little. I want to say, have some blueberries. Have a little brain food.
No, man. I'm not
I don't know
going to
if
start
he needs
eating like
blueberries.
I like good blueberries.
No, I know you do.
you. You have a cup of them every day.
I like a cup of blueberries. I was reading about brain health yesterday. That's one of the things that's good for your brain health.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Brain
Greens.
health meaning what? Just to keep everything sharp? Oh boy.
No, but like
Get him some blueberries.
There's that. There's a little exercise. A few green leafy shit. There's like 5 things
I
to
bet
do.
Oh yeah, that's true. Travis's diet is a problem too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that's contributing to my bad back.
It might be the whole system's
The whole
out of whack.
system's out of whack. He's right.
Why don't you get Zen, you cunt?
Yeah, yeah, you piece of shit.
I think I read on the menu that 4 for 4s are very good for your back.
Which is
Well,
4
there's
for 4.
there's lettuce on the burger, so
It's
that's
Wendy's.
fine.
When was the last time you ate something green, like a salad?
I had
Yeah.
lettuce on my burger the other
No,
day.
not lettuce.
Like
I'm talking
money.
a salad.
money. Ow.
He's eating money out of
Yeah.
out of our pocket every day.
Sure is. Little donkey. Yeah, eat some greens. Why don't you
Yeah,
have a
when
piece
is
of
the last time
broccoli?
you helped yourself to a nice veggie?
Couple weeks ago, probably.
Oh, okay, so
Couple
you're fine.
weeks?
Yeah, you're good then. Never mind.
You got your monthly quota.
I thought it was much longer. They say a stem of broccoli a month, you should be good, right?
Absolutely.
I love a good salad.
You do. You
Yeah.
love a good salad.
Yeah,
love.
salads are
Toss it them.
awesome. Yeah.
So you love a salad. The last time you had one was a couple weeks ago. That's how much you love it.
Got to space them out.
When was the last time you had a DiGiorno?
Yeah, over the weekend.
Okay.
What's that? Like frozen pizza? Was it good?
Delicious.
The crust rises, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone, Shane, Indiana, has a suggestion.
What's going on, Shane?
Morning, boys.
Hey.
Morning, boys.
Morning.
Hey, I got a couple home remedies for Travie.
Oh, good.
One, why don't you try sticking that lightsaber up your ass and knocking the disc back in place?
That's true.
That's well. How would that help him to lose a lightsaber?
And then the other one is a noose and about a 2-story drop, and it'll straighten your spine right out.
Actually, I think it's worth
Great
trying.
suggestions. Thank you, Shane.
I think you try the lightsaber before the noose.
Yeah, or actually you do them at the same time.
Yeah, that could be
lightsaber
good.
then noose.
Yeah, I think Travis, you need your whole. You need a mind, body, and soul makeover. You're an adult now.
Yeah.
You gotta.
And the older you get, the harder it gets.
Yeah, a little more green. Not anything crazy. Just a little more. You know.
Let's get this back situation.
It's all
fixed
it's
first.
all connected.
Yeah, get this situation.
I was going to say situated.
I know. Let's get this back situated.
I would say, yeah. I mean, even having a couple green things a week to start with.
Why don't you go upstairs and ask Mr. J if he'll walk on your back? The Jeffersons, Mr. Bentley.
It's an older show.
You don't remember that?
No.
Mr. Bentley would have Mr. Jefferson show. That's really good for Travis's back to have somebody walk on your back.
I can't
Don't try to.
I can't even blame Troy for not looking that up because none of us knew what the hell you were
None of
talking
you know
about.
what Mr. Bentley is?
Mr. Bentley walk on back?
Yeah, the Jeffersons.
That's
back.
what you want me to
Mr.
write.
Bentley back. There
Jim's
you
like,
go.
no, I'm serious. This is walking on the back.
Right, this is an instructional video.
Yeah.
No, it's a joke, but it.
Yeah, I know. I didn't watch Jeffersons.
All right.
That's
I know,
a gift.
I know of them. It was before my time.
I remember the song "Moving On Up."
Yeah, I told you my grandmother would hate when I would talk through the theme song because I waited all week for this. I would talk through it.
It's more sad that your grandma was waiting all week for the Jefferson song.
Yeah. That doesn't remember. Mr. Bentley would come down and ask Mr. J to walk on his back.
Yeah, you could have somebody walk on your back, but I think Jim is right. I think you need to get into therapy. I think little exercise, little
stretching.
I'm fine with all that.
Yeah.
And a little change in the diet. Not a big change.
We'll see what the therapist
He
says.
won't do any of it.
No, that's not true.
Nope. Nothing.
What's the one thing you might do?
What's the one thing I might do? I might do all of them. I mean, they're all things that I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Are you concerned with your health now a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit as you get older. Yeah, sure.
I got to tell you something, Travis. If you died of a heart attack at 42, I'd be sad, but it wouldn't be like, oh, how did that happen?
You would know.
Yeah, but you
You're
made
like,
it longer than we
right.
thought.
Right. Yeah, especially since you don't even go. Like, if you had your lifestyle and you went to the doctor and the doctor was like, actually, you're fine, then I'd be like, I'm not mad at you for keeping it going. Sure, do your thing. But the fact that you don't go to the doctor just to make sure that everything's okay.
I don't like the doctor. I'm scared of what I'll find out.
No,
Right.
that's why everyone doesn't go, but it's always worse by the time they go.
Oh, I know.
Right.
Yeah, but this isn't like a I waited too long situation. Like, I very innocently last week thought, oh, and I just heard
No,
my
but
back.
if you
I've
get
hurt my back
regular
before.
checkups, you might like.
It was
stop.
naivete.
Yeah,
I see.
which is fine.
I can't believe you don't get physicals.
I have to go this
No.
next week. I don't want to go, but it's like a yearly physical.
We should go together.
I'd love to. Same gynecologist. Look at our twats.
Even I get physicals.
You gotta, man.
At least every year to year and a half.
Yeah, it's stink. You do so worry about that when you get older. When you're 25, you're like, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
But then you get older and shit start. Like my legs always hurt. So
Yeah.
I need orthotic. I'm like, yeah, I got to go do shit for my body.
I
You don't
gotta
want to be 80 and fucking not be able to do anything.
I gotta go to the dentist today. Every time I go to my dentist, we found they're the worst because they find that it's all a racket. Oh, we found a couple little cavities. Don't worry, we can drill them right now. You found it. You didn't. Fine, do whatever you got to do, but I don't believe it. I don't believe that they need drilling. You're just trying to drum up a little more business.
Dentist is worse than the doctor.
Because
in terms of like, oh, you need this and you need this and you need this.
because what are you going to say? There's no way you can say, if you
Let me
wait.
get a second opinion.
Right, no, because you don't want to go to another dentist.
No, they're going to tell you the same thing.
I went to an honest dentist recently. And I had that tooth pain.
I thought about that.
And it bothered me so much. And he came, and apparently none of my teeth have a lot of feeling because my gums receded a little bit.
What's like the rest of you?
Yeah, that's true. My teeth are all numb.
Yeah.
Teeth therapy. But he said, no, you don't. He goes, I could give you a root canal, but I don't think it'll help. There's nothing wrong. He's like, it's probably just a little. And he was right. Nothing.
Yeah, my dentist wouldn't have done that. My dentist would be like, yeah, we found a little something back there. We should drill and bill you.
Yeah.
They love that gimmick. I'm sure of it. My teeth feel fine. No pain. I'll find out I have cavities today.
Nah, but I want to go again. Get a nice cleaning and nice. I'm due.
You got
it's been
to.
17 years.
It's too long, Jim.
Yeah, you should always go. You go for your dental cleaning every few months or a year. Every year, yeah.
Decade to a decade and a half.
Sure.
More or less. Yeah, no, that's good.
They get in there.
You got to. I tell you, we talk about therapy and Travis. It would just be for a little sort of, just a little improvements. You know who really needs therapy? This Jeremy Renner character.
If it's true.
If it's true.
Wait, was he in Joker or no?
No.
Who's the cops, by the way, before I forget? Who are the two cops? There's one cop's face I recognize.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Who the fuck is that?
He's in, like, some cop show.
I've seen him a bunch. It's going to drive me nuts.
Yeah, I've seen him a bunch, too. I think he's somebody's brother in something.
I mean, he looked like Lieutenant Dan.
No, he wasn't Gary Sinise, but I know the exact guy that you're talking about. IMDb Joker. Because it was bugging me too now that you mentioned it.
I know who he is. He's one of those faces that you just know.
He's somebody's brother in a movie that feels jealous of the brother. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
He's in like some cop show.
I've seen him a bunch. It's going to drive me nuts.
Yeah, I've seen him a bunch too. I think he's somebody's brother in something.
I mean, he looked like Lieutenant Dan.
No, he wasn't Gary Sinise, but I know the exact guy that you're talking about. IMDb Joker. Because it was bugging me too now that you mentioned it.
I know who he is. He's one of those faces that you just know.
He's somebody's brother in a movie that feels jealous of the brother. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Just selecting all. Okay. It is probably Shea Wingham. Click on Shea Wingham.
Oh, yeah, Bill Camper, Shea. Oh yeah, Shea, you're right.
Yeah, it was Shea Wingham. Yeah,
I never would have pulled that name.
Scroll down.
Oh my God, I know him.
American Hustle, I know him from.
He was in Vice Principals.
That's where I know him from.
Hold on, Joker.
Scroll up to the stuff that he's actually best known for. No, up.
He was Busy Phillips's boyfriend in Vice Principals.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, Narcos, maybe?
Narcos. He's only in 2 episodes of Narcos.
Fargo.
Fargo is definitely where I know him from. He's in a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that you just know. You know him when you see him.
Boardwalk. He was Eli in Boardwalk.
That's exactly who he is. Boardwalk.
That's the brother. That's why I said he's somebody's brother. That's exactly where I know him from.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Eli Thompson. He's Nucky Thompson's brother in Boardwalk Empire.
Yes.
That was it.
The jealous brother. You're right.
That was it. I knew it.
American Hustle. Yeah, American
Hustle. Of course, Fast and Furious, like you said, Troy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Eli is where I know him.
That makes sense.
Boy, that would have bugged me all day.
Yeah. I would have saved this news story for tomorrow because technically Wednesday is tomorrow. But
you're right.
Tomorrow's Wednesday, but today, I guess we're celebrating Wednesday on a Tuesday because this Jeremy Renner story comes out. And I mean, this guy, he's Hawkeye, so he gets to be in all the Marvel movies, and he's got his own Marvel TV series coming out. He's got such a tremendous fan base that he's got an app. Well, he had to shut it down because everybody made fun of it. But he had an app where it was a social media site just based on him.
Yeah,
just so
awesome.
Fans of Jeremy Renner can get together. Just so Renner heads can all collide.
Nothing wrong with that. Bunch of Renner, because fans of Jeremy always want to get together and talk about him.
About Jeremy Renner. What else would you want to talk about?
100%.
So now they're saying there's allegations, according to like papers that were filed in court, that his ex-wife said that he threatened to kill her with a gun and that he put a gun in his own mouth, threatening to kill himself.
How is she supposed to get the message across?
No, you're right. You're right.
Am I crazy?
It says, a rep for Avenger star Jeremy Renner is responding to shocking allegations made by his ex-wife during their custody battle. She filed multiple claims against the actor. and is accusing Renner of threatening to kill her. According to the documents, Renner allegedly stuck a gun in his own mouth and threatened to kill himself. She claimed that it says Jenner, but I'm assuming they mean Renner, fired the gun into the ceiling while their daughter was asleep in her bedroom. She also alleged Renner left cocaine, spelled the same, left cocaine on a bathroom counter while that was reachable by their daughter. The well-being of his daughter, Ava, has always been and continues to be the primary focus of Jeremy, is what a rep for him is saying.
And wasn't in one of the allegations, didn't she say something about she's accusing him of like sexual abuse of the kid?
Oh,
it was like, but again, I'm not even saying I believe it at all because.
So maybe she's trying to pile every possible.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know nothing about this dude.
I wonder what broke him up.
He's saying she's a drug addict. He's saying that he's just the more famous one. So these are the allegations that make it TMZ.
They got married, and then like less than a year later, she filed for divorce.
Yeah. So I don't know.
He's going after these man.
And I think originally they were going to share custody, and then she decided full custody with supervised visits.
So he came out of that sort of honeymoon haze.
I guess.
Like, because clearly if you get married and divorced within a year.
With a kid,
that's one of those things where you're just in that whirlwind at the time. You're on that emotional high of being with this woman. And then when you come off that high, we've all been there. I mean, not everybody's gotten married and had kids, but we've all been in relationships where they start on that high and you don't really realize how bad it is for you. And then as soon as that high wears off, you go, oh my God, what did I do? Have you ever been in a relationship like that?
Yeah.
Right?
Sure, where the high wears off and
you
you're
go,
like, yes.
Oh shit, am I stuck? Like, what did I do here?
I think have I ever not been in a relationship like that?
That's how they all start, huh?
Yeah, but for me, it's a drug. It's like the idea of getting someone or making it.
Exactly.
And then sometimes when it works, you're like, oh, okay, now I'm bored. Because the high was getting it to work or corralling the person into living the way you want them to live.
And now the chase is gone.
And corralling them. Like that's the term I thought of because it's like getting them penned in and like okay, and now and then all of a sudden the high of it goes away.
The sheepdog's got him in the pen. Now what's he gonna do? He's not gonna hang out with the sheep anymore.
Sometimes I've caught myself though as I've gotten older when I catch myself in those moments. Like even when it's not even like when you're spending time with someone, you're like, all right, now you know they like you. Don't just run out and do something crazy because you know what you do. You fuck these things up. You cheat.
Yes.
You do this. So like as I've gotten older, I've tried not to do that as much because I know it's my pattern.
You get to know yourself better.
You get to know yourself. You're like,
and you're more honest with yourself too, I think.
Yeah.
You get to realize that the girl's a cunt.
Okay. That's strong. You're saying generally it's never your fault. It's the...
Well, I mean, girls just have a good way of hiding it until they get comfortable and you get comfortable. All of a sudden you're just like, whoa, I didn't know you were like this.
What's the first indicator?
Just like, well, who's that? Well, who are you talking to? Well, I see your private messages light is lit. Who is that?
Do you think there's any girl that would ever be able to make a similar claim about you? That everything started good and they went, whoa, what did I get myself into?
Most likely.
Okay, but that's not what we're talking about, is it?
But I think if you're going to get involved with me, right out of the gate, I mean, I put it all out there.
But you're like that. I mean, you're the same thing as these crazy girls. Like you're you're fun at first.
A lot of fun.
Right? And it's like, yeah, this is great. And then once it starts to settle in, they're like, oh my God, he's a fucking crazy person. He's emotionally completely detached from everything.
But the girls like that though.
Because they think they can fix it.
Of course, every girl thinks they can.
Yeah. What's the record so far?
So far, not good.
Oh, in 784.
Yeah.
Can't get my therapist to do it. No. Some broad ain't gonna be able to do it.
Okay. What's worse than like you start dating somebody and everybody around you is like, this is bad, dude. You shouldn't be doing this. And you're like, what are you, crazy? Nobody knows what they're talking about. Everybody's either jealous or they're totally off. And then after, however long it is, reality, like the dust settles and all of a sudden it becomes reality instead of, we're just on this emotional high and you have that realization. Like it just comes one day. You go, oh my God, everybody was right.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
Yeah. It depends on why you're in it. Like when you know that you could have a good partner and then know that you're the fucked up one. Like, I know I'm fucked up. I attract fucked up people, but I'm fucked up. So you kind of know that about yourself. You're like, I always do shit. Like, I always cheat. So it's like, well, that's not all their fault.
Right.
It's me just chasing one more. It's like fat people.
Mm-hmm.
You get a piece of cheesecake, and then 2 hours later, you want another one?
Right.
You're fat.
They're going like, you know what? We need to hostess needs to not be in business anymore because they're making people fat. No, they're never really disguised who they are.
Yeah.
You know, Twinkie is never disguised what the effects of it are.
You're the fucking problem because you're greedy and you can't stop shit. Well, that's how it is with everything else.
Right. That's like, you know, we're going to put a tax on soda so people buy less. Well, you know, I don't think anybody, at this point, the soda industry is not sitting there going, hey, here's a healthy new beverage.
Sure.
We know.
We know it's bad.
We know it's bad. But it tastes so good when it touches your lips.
There is something. I ordered sushi yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And it came like I forgot I had a Diet Coke in there, and there's something about the feeling of a fucking Diet Coke in your. It's so fucking good.
Well, that's why I mean, and there's addictive qualities to it too.
It's the feeling, it's the taste. More than I hate regular Coke. I really eat this fucking newspaper and drink that sugary shit.
You don't like it.
I hate it.
Yeah.
My teeth get fucking itchy. It sucks.
Yeah.
My mouth is dry. Edgar dry. Diet Coke, cold and refreshing.
Yeah, I love regular soda.
Yeah.
It's the best, but it's one of those things where you just get conditioned. You know what I mean? And go like, yeah, this is what's going to happen. But it's the same thing happens in relationships. You go like, this is good right now.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to stay good. And you go, oh no, the long-term effects are very, very bad. Very bad for
sometimes I think I'm a little dysfunctional. I mean,
no.
Have you ever thought that about yourself?
All the time. Every day.
No, you guys are built for long-term love and affection.
No, but we're fun.
I mean, you're not. What do you mean you're fun?
I think I'm a fun fucking.
You are fun.
Thanks, Troy.
You're not fun.
I am.
What do you do?
Fucking, I'm an ass eater.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So that's
cool.
So there's that.
Sure, it's a big one.
No, yeah. Okay. But don't you think the charm of that would wear off at some point?
20 years in.
Just find somebody new.
Yeah, when I stop doing it because she gets a roid.
And that's not on you, is it?
No, it's not my fault.
No, not your fault. She pushes too hard.
Absolutely. Just fucking have a Metamucil and relax. I'll get back there again.
No, I mean, I don't even know. Like, I feel like But it's the same thing happens in real. I mean, you're not. What do you mean you're fun?
I think I'm a fun fucking.
You are fun.
Thanks, Troy.
You're not fun.
I am.
What do you do?
Fucking. I'm an ass eater.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So
that's cool.
So there's that.
Sure, it's a big one.
No, it's yeah. Okay, but don't you think the charm of that would wear off at some point?
20 years in.
Just find somebody new.
Yeah, when I stop doing it because she gets a roid.
And that's not on you, is it?
No, it's not my fault.
No, not your fault. She pushes too hard.
Absolutely. Just fucking have a Metamucil and relax. I'll get back there again.
No, I mean, I don't even know. Like, I feel like you're just mainly just the damage part.
Maybe.
I don't even know where the fun part kicks in.
But you know about yourself. Like, you know what your flaws are. And
of course.
I'm very bad at that. But but again, I get it. So maybe these two are like that too.
Right. They just got caught up in this whirlwind, and now it's just, if you're not caught up in a whirlwind and you don't have that love fog all around you, you would be able to tell if you were jumping into something toxic, because I can tell when somebody's jumping into something toxic.
It's always easier to see when someone else is.
Right. It's from the outside. It's so easy. You can see as soon as you meet. Oh, this is my new girlfriend, and you go, oh my God, this is going to destroy you. What the hell are you doing? No, you don't know what you're talking about, and then it ends like this half the time.
Yeah, sometimes it's wrong. I've had them where it was a disaster and then it was good. Like, it can turn around. Mm-hmm. Most times it hasn't. But then there are times in my life where it has turned around, like, shockingly, Mm-hmm. But there's been plenty of times where it hasn't.
Yeah.
Like, I was right. This is terrible. This was all... Because you have to, like, determine, do I really love this person? Or is it only about the chase? Is it only about the making them do what I want them to do or getting them?
Yeah, do I want to be around this person all the time, or is this just chasing a high?
Yeah.
Right? If I just want to be around this person all the time, then you're actually pursuing something.
Yeah.
But
absolutely. Do I enjoy them when there's nothing going on?
Right.
Do I once I have them...
Do we go beyond ass eating?
Do we go beyond ass eating? Once I have them, do I like them?
That's got to be there too.
Of course, it's always there.
It's got to be both though.
Yeah, because I was talking to my therapist. He was like, yeah, well, because like with any relationship, the high of it, the drugs, like doing cocaine. He's like, it's you can't do cocaine all the time. And once that wears off, what do you have? And he's right.
Right.
What is there?
Right.
Is there anything behind? Because I'm never going to meet someone and not have that to begin with.
Right.
I'm never going to meet someone and just walk into it casual.
No. You're a manic fool.
That's a very good synopsis.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean you can't fall in love.
Absolutely not.
Just because you're a fool.
Right. You just have to know going in, like, okay. And then also be honest with yourself as the steps in the process are moving.
And by the way, and these text messages they're showing.
What kind of text messages are being shown,
between
Jim?
him and her?
Mm-hmm.
JR, I'm going to guess that's Junior.
I would probably object to that. I think it might be Jeremy Renner.
Why would he have his own name? Oh, that's right. She released him. But yeah, like they're texting back and forth. And then you read it and he looks bad in these. But there's always a context in a relationship. And there was certain things that he was saying to her. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that. Like, maybe I side with him more because he's a man. Mm-hmm. And I know what it's like to be with a woman who's victimizing herself. But then again, he might be a piece of shit too. I don't know.
And you know what it's like to, like, when you're in a relationship, when you're married, like, that person is going to see you at your ugliest.
And you also don't know what they've said to each other.
Yeah.
'Cause there's a couple of them where he's like, are you being the victim again? And she seems perfectly reasonable. Mm-hmm. But I've had those arguments where you're talking to somebody and they seem reasonable. And you're like, stop fucking, stop victimizing yourself. Mm-hmm. Like, and you know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't show up in a text. It wouldn't read that way.
Right. It's like that when that Chris Hardwick report first came out. Yeah. And the initial report was like, oh man, Chris Hardwick sounds bad. But then once you added context to everything, you were like, oh, I realize what this is.
Even when I first read that, I was like, what was he? He was all right. He was a demanding and shitty boyfriend. So what?
Just sounds like a shitty boyfriend. And that's what it ended up being.
In that situation, yeah.
Right. That's what it ended up being. That relationship went south.
Yeah, he liked to fuck a lot. All right.
Yeah, got a fucking problem.
Yeah.
You know? But, so you're right about the text. Although if the gun stuff is true, that's a serious problem.
That's really bad.
Yeah, if he's sticking guns in his mouth and firing them in the ceiling and acting like a maniac, then that's bad, man.
Oh yeah, I just don't know. Divorces are so fucking ugly.
So ugly.
Public divorces are so ugly.
I wonder if he's gonna lose his Disney Plus show. He's supposed to have a show coming out on Disney Plus.
I hope not. I mean,
a Hawkeye show. I think he should lose his show on Disney Plus because who the fuck wants to watch a whole show about Hawkeye?
Rob.
Of course, Rob.
Is Hawkeye? Thank you. Is Hawkeye an Avenger guy?
Yeah, his superpower is he's good at bow and arrow.
Oh yeah, okay.
I mean, it's not even a superpower. It's like
I never want to see a guy lose a gig over allegation. I don't want to see anybody lose the gig.
I want to see
if
him.
They're true.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's different. That's losing a gig over facts, not
it
allegations.
Depends over. If it was just big fights he's had with his wife, I just don't give a fuck. I've been pulling a gun on her is very bad, but
yeah, if he's shooting a gun into the ceiling while his kid is sleeping, I'm probably like, I don't know if I want to watch this Hawkeye show as much.
Yeah,
I think if they want to be consistent, they have to get rid of him.
But
they got rid of James Gunn.
They brought him back though.
Well, that's because they realized they were stupid.
And he wasn't firing guns in his kid's bedroom.
And no one else would direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
No, because they were like, we're doing that.
They're like, crazy? No, it's James's movie.
Batista's so pissed.
I don't think anybody would be pissed.
What?
If Hawkeye got canceled.
No, of course not. Except Rob.
I hope not.
Rob would be bummed.
Yeah, I don't want to... Right, over allegations, before the dust gets settled, I don't want to see him lose any opportunity or finances, but I do hope that they just come to terms with the fact that there's no reason for a Hawkeye show.
If he threatened to kill her with a gun and then put a pistol in his mouth,
yeah, I mean,
then I understand the network going, well, because again, if you're looking at someone who is threatening murder suicide,
well, yeah, and
who hasn't threatened that though?
What?
Oh,
it's a crime too. You can't threaten somebody's life with a gun. Like
that's true.
That's actually a full-on crime. But they also don't need the content. I mean, they released yesterday. Disney Plus put out the list yesterday of what they're going to have on this service. My God.
I went through that whole list.
Of course you did.
You did. I just kept hitting, see more tweets.
I saw.
Oh my God.
A lot of stuff, huh?
There's like over 600 things.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
I'm sick of all these fucking streaming services.
Whoa!
This one's going to be amazing.
No, but all of them suck. Hey, join this one. Get CBS's. Get the CSI catalog.
Netflix doesn't
Fuck
suck.
all of you.
What are you talking about?
Netflix is the best.
I like Hulu too.
Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus, they're amazing.
How many do I need? How many fucking do I need? Oh, but you want CBS? Oh, do you want to watch the detectives?
CBS All Access.
I know that, but they have it.
Remember when they were like, Jordan Peele's going to do the Twilight Zone, and it was right after the last movie he did. What was the last movie he did? Us? Yeah, right after Us, they were like, Jordan Peele's going to do the new Twilight Zone. And I know Travis and me, a lot of people were like, oh shit, I can't wait to see that. And they were like, yep, it's going to be streaming on CBS All Access. And then people were like, I will not be seeing that.
I guess I won't be watching that.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch that. That's dumb.
Now what they're going to do is everybody's trying to... I wish there was one that allowed you to access all of them.
Well, yeah, but that's...
It'd be expensive, but that's like cable again.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But what difference does it make? Just pay for
it's so exhausting.
It'd be the same money.
One, you could do a main search on all of them. Oh, it's done. Hey, wait, this one's not streaming. This one's not. Oh, can you?
Yeah. No.
Yes,
Apple TV doesn't work with Netflix. You cannot search Netflix through Apple TV.
It still doesn't work with. Oh,
as of now, it does not.
That's a bummer.
Yep.
I mean, I just usually Google it, and then it'll show me.
Yeah, I know.
Where it is.
But isn't it annoying in this day and age?
No, not really.
It sucks.
60
man.
secons. Yeah, super simple.
Yeah, I know. But if you drop the remote, you can't pick it up, can you?
That's also true. That's true.
Yeah, it really doesn't take that long, and we have all of the content that we want at our fingertips at all times. It's kind of a decent trade-off.
Yeah. I'm
it says
fine with
Netflix is available on Apple TV too.
No, it's available, but you can't if you search Apple
the
TV.
Universal search, I guess, doesn't include.
Hey, by the way, our videos are available on the new Apple TV app. Is that correct?
Yeah, they look great
on the SiriusXM app.
That's great. Yeah,
we look like TV stars.
You are TV stars.
Thanks. Yeah,
both of you.
Yeah, if you download the SiriusXM app on Apple TV, it's completely designed.
Apple TV.
It's completely designed for Apple TV. So it's not just the phone app on your TV. And you can go through all the video content and you can watch. And we're posting stuff every day on the app.
Every day. It's like a backstage pass to the show.
It's not a backstage pass.
And you know how we feel about our fans.
Hey, that sounds good.
Cut to us shitting.
Is it ever going to be the whole show live? You can watch it in studio now?
Maybe in the future or something. That's not on the table. But
the amount of bandwidth you probably need for that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because they'd have to do more. They couldn't just.
I don't think they'd have to do to broadcast live video.
For every show.
For every show.
Yeah.
Or even one.
I meant our whole lives. I mean, me and you are a reality show. How many times have we said that?
I've never said it. I wouldn't agree with you. I
want
live
us
a
to be
very
reality
boring
show.
life.
But that's kind of it gets crazy in here.
You don't want to watch Jim waking up itchy?
No. With piss on his bed? No.
Thinking I have fleas in my ass hair?
Yeah, it's amazing. If the phone app is incredible.
What's
now.
AirPlay?
AirPlay is when you can zap stuff from your phone to your TV.
Wow.
You never done that? If you have Apple TV?
I've never done that.
Oh my God, it's the best.
Do you know how much Jim would love Apple TV?
I have
if
Apple
he knew how to
TV.
properly use
We
it.
don't know how to use it.
I have Apple. I go to Netflix and I go to Fios.
That's all it is.
You don't have to go to
No, but he
Fios
always asks
on
me this.
Apple
Here's why I don't
TV.
like Apple TV. Every time, do you want to sign in? I've signed in 500 times.
It's not Apple TV's problem.
It's operator error.
No, it's not even operator. I mean,
Oh.
that's just, all these different apps, making you verify your credentials.
I never have to sign in on my
I don't
Apple
remember
TV.
my.
That's because you've done it
What
already.
about Netflix? It makes me do it like every other fucking
It's
time.
so
On Apple TV?
fucking annoying.
I don't use Apple TV.
Well, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't have to sign in on Netflix.
I never have to. I've signed
Probably
in
because
once.
Troy's using a password that everybody else uses.
I got my own.
Good for you.
Congrats, dude.
Not Hulu though.
You even using somebody else's Hulu?
It was a girl I met on Tinder like 6 years ago.
She hasn't changed her password?
Nope.
Good for you,
And
dude.
you still use her Hulu?
Hell yeah.
Does she notice anything?
I'll give it to all you guys too if you want.
It fucks up her because they program it based on what you watch. Like, here's what else you might like, and she's like, "Why does it keep recommending Ancient Aliens?"
Yeah, it's not my problem.
No, it's not your issue, is it?
No, change your password.
So you love the new phone, huh? I could do this with my phone now, though.
You can do it with your
Airplay's been
phone
around
now.
for years.
But yes, I'm really enjoying. The battery is incredible on the iPhone 11 Pro
Max.
So many words.
I went to the Apple store and they had it. They had the
Yeah, I
green
got one for my wife yesterday, and they had it.
Maximum.
My wife.
You pay for a month?
Yeah, we pay monthly. We don't have
How
that
much a
kind of
month?
capital. I think
Depends on the size.
she traded in her old phone. I didn't realize how old her phone was. She was working with an iPhone 7.
Jesus.
It's worse than me.
So she
embarrassing.
well, not anymore. She got a 11 Pro Max.
That's better than Troy's.
Way better. So she traded that in, and she's paying like $48 a month for her phone now.
40. It's not bad.
It also depends on if you get Apple Care, if you
$48 with Apple Care.
the size of the.
How big is the phone for the maximum
phone.
size?
Biggest phone, 256 gigs.
No.
Is the 512 is the biggest, right?
No, I'm
yeah,
saying
I
the
see.
physically the biggest
But
phone. with-
512 is the biggest.
It is, but that's only for
Yeah, nobody needs that.
nobody needs 512 unless you
Daddy does.
don't use the cloud.
Daddy does. I use my computer. I back up. I mean, I don't not. back
Honestly,
What does Daddy need that much space for?
the 512 and what's the other one? 60 gigs or something?
64.
The 64 gig version, the 512 gig version, those are for suckers.
Yeah, those are made to push people to 256.
Yeah, those are literally the sucker phones.
up. No, I don't. I like having a big. I want the hard drive. I'm greedy.
You are greedy. You like to consume.
I do.
Yeah,
you
you don't
that
need
much
it.
space.
You really don't need it. That's the whole point of streaming apps, by the way.
I don't like the idea of backing myself up to a cloud, so I'd rather just keep it on my phone.
Look at you. Yeah, I love the way you just kind of put your face to your shoulder. I don't enjoy it. It's not my
I
style.
don't like it, and I won't do it.
You know what's great about Disney Plus?
What?
They're going the Netflix route where you can download stuff.
That's great.
I love it.
You can watch it on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
If the Wi-Fi's bad on a plane, you download it ahead of time. Or what I like to do is download it ahead of time and not pay plane Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi
prices.
is always bad on a plane. It's
Always.
amazing how they've never figured out
It's terrible.
how to fucking do that on a plane.
I mean, it is internet on a plane. It's still
Yeah,
pretty
it
cool.
is
No, but it
pretty
should be-
incredible.
It should be. I get it, but it should be still good.
Like when they have DirecTV on a plane live,
That works perfectly.
sometimes there's interruptions. I don't get mad at the interruptions.
Minor ones maybe, but the Wi-Fi on a plane sucks my fucking dick. The fact is, they can figure out exactly where you are all the time. Just the technology on a plane is amazing.
Yeah.
The fact that they just can't keep your Wi-Fi going is inexcusable. Fix it.
Okay, I mean, I'm still impressed by Wi-Fi in the sky.
I'm impressed by it. Sure.
I can't get Wi-Fi in my driveway.
Yeah, but if you're driving,
Jim,
are
let's
you?
be honest. You took 7 years to figure out how to get Wi-Fi on your patio.
I understand that, but are you impressed with radio? The idea that I can talk and almost at the speed of light. People, I heard that. People can hear me, but when the radio cuts out, I'm still annoyed. When my TV doesn't work, I'm still annoyed, even though I'm amazed at the technology. Being amazed at the technology doesn't override me being annoyed when it doesn't work.
I mean, it's still Wi-Fi in the sky. Like,
Absolutely.
we shouldn't be there.
That's a great point. But
No.
we still, if my flight is late, I don't think like, you know what?
Yeah, but we've had plane technology forever. Wi-Fi on planes is still a marvel of modern technology.
But the fact that they can pull off the getting me into the fucking air and flying me somewhere.
They figured that out in the 1960s.
Right. Figure out Wi-Fi.
Flight?
Yeah,
no, I mean
earlier.
commercial jets. Flight as we know it. All right. It was a
Even
decade
the 40s,
before.
In the 40s they were doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
Still.
point remains actually even more so.
Figure out the Wi-Fi. It's not hard.
They did leave out 1 year, so they went year by year. Disney Plus on their Twitter account yesterday, they just set up a giant Twitter thread where it was one tweet per movie or show. I guess Jeff Goldblum's getting his own show. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
What's it called? Ask Jeff Goldblum?
The World According to Jeff Goldblum, maybe?
I think they just
Something like that?
They're just like, let's let Jeff Goldblum talk for a bit.
I think it's called Everyone's Gonna Watch This.
Yeah, I'll give it a watch.
Of course they will.
The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
He's an American treasure now.
Exclusively on Disney Plus.
Why wouldn't it be?
Why are you mad about that?
Of course.
That's like being like, why isn't the Jersey Shore on every channel? Why is it just on
Because
MTV?
it's just single.
You pay for exclusive content so people buy your service.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
I wasn't curious as to their motivation. Why they did
But
it.
you're annoyed.
Are you saying
furious?
Travis is being a condescending dickhead?
Yeah, like I didn't go, gee, wait, exclusivity. What's the example? Sydney and Max looks cute.
I just don't think Jim understands how commerce works.
That's for the kids, Jim.
It's
Sydney
cute.
and Max is for the
Little
kids.
mustaches.
Let me tell you, there are some movies that I swear don't exist.
Like that aren't originals?
Oh my
that
god,
have
like,
already been out?
I'm looking through these movies, especially from like the 70s and 80s, and you're like, oh, there's a dark time in Disney's like.
Oh yeah, you forget that like the 90s was
Like,
the golden
what?
age.
What is this?
Wait, they did one. Free Solo looks good. Climbing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was like nominated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't it win?
Maybe.
Might have won Best
For what?
Documentary.
Oh, was that the guy who
Academy Award.
I forget his name.
Solo.
Alex something.
Oh, Alex Solo.
Alex Solo climbs alone. Is it Alex something? Is that what that's about?
Alex,
you don't want to fall off the cliff, son. I don't remember his
Alex
name.
Honnold.
There you go. Yeah, he's a guy who he's an amazing. Those guys just dangle by their fingers. Their finger strength is incredible.
Do you want to watch it?
Yeah, I want to.
Disney Plus.
I watched one yesterday on Twitter. It was just a woman in a skirt climbing a high tower.
Where was it shot from?
Like a helicopter circling around.
Above or below?
Like on the outside, but because that fucks your perspective up because it's moving. And she's climbing. There it is right there. And it fucking... Open it big.
I hate that.
It really made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it makes me really uncomfortable.
She's wearing a dress and she is climbing this radio tower. And you don't realize, it's high. But she's really fucking high up there. Would you do that, Travis?
No.
It might help your back.
Yeah, you're right. It might. God, no,
Oh
that's
my
just
God.
stupid. That's irresponsible.
Fuck.
It's
that.
dumb.
But it's a ladder. It's almost like...
No, I know
if
what it is.
it's the type of thing where if she fell and to her death, I'd be like, yeah, that's fine.
See, how does she get down from there? You have to squat.
Yeah, same way.
Climbs down.
Yeah.
No, but how do you squat down and grab the...
It's terrible.
Bad.
It's terrible.
my hands are sweating.
It's starting to
too.
get you going.
Mine too. Look at my hands are sweating.
It's horrible.
How do you, because you have to spin around
Yeah.
and lower yourself on the ladder and the wind could blow you.
All you need is one misstep and you're dead.
What do you hold on to as you're lowering yourself?
And it would take so long to fall because she's so high up. And as you're falling, you're going, why did I even climb this? This was dumb.
How does she get down?
Dumb.
Probably have to take a breath while you're screaming.
Yeah.
So loud.
Because it's so long. It's a long trip.
Yeah. Oh, you scream a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What do you think of Disney making their content exclusive, like, their movies and stuff? They're taking everything off Netflix, and now it's just going to be on the Disney app.
Well, Netflix is
Smart.
doing so much original content.
Yeah, are you mad that The Irishman is only on Netflix?
No.
Because you were kind of mad that
No.
Disney only got...
You're mad that Jeff Goldblum's show is not available everywhere.
This is different. This is affectionate. Yeah, I guess so.
Scroll to the beginning of the Disney...
I watched, what series did I watch?
Trend.
Yes.
Or Twitter thing.
I watched Unbelievable on Netflix, that show about the rape victims who weren't believed.
It was really good. Jim and I were texting over
It
the
wasn't
weekend.
bad. I mean, the stories are very interesting, but some of the tropes of the fucking cop show.
Yeah.
Colin nailed it. There's one scene where there's like 5 female cops, and they're shooting pool and talking about the case.
Yeah.
They had a perp one time where they're going over their first rape cases. Yeah, her name was Mary. she almost didn't make it. You know, it was like, oh, shut up. It was some of the writing of like, it was like a cop. Colin nailed it. Go back and watch Cop Show that Colin did, which was like mocking.
So underrated and
it's
genius.
So fucking funny. And there was, we talked about it last night, and there was a scene I got to do where I play an internal affairs investigator, and I walk in and Keith and myself and Colin, and I forget the woman's name, are doing all these cop things. And the woman was talking about, I remember the cartel telling cop stories, and they were awful stories. And it's exactly like what this show did.
Tonally,
Seriously.
it was the same, yeah.
The same.
Yeah, it was.
Was it a drama?
It's a good show.
I thought it was like a documentary series.
It's based on true events. And I zipped through it in 2 days. Like, it was addicting.
Yeah.
Bridget Everett's great, and she's in it. She's really good.
But it's not, you're right. It's one of those shows, as much as the topic is so like horribly serious, it is still a very, it's a soft watch. It's something that you could just, you leave on, you watch quickly. It's not heavy. You know what I mean?
You compare it, like when you look at, like, again, you can't compare everything to The Wire or other cop shows. And there's certain information they have to give the audience, and they'll give it to each other. Like, that's how the characters give. And I get it. They have to. But it's almost like, one of them, they fed like, she lost her license. Trophy. You think two cops would say that to each other?
The Wire is almost unfair. Like, the fact that The Wire exists just raised the standard to a point that nobody can get there. But you're right. You don't have to do the same stuff over and over again.
You think The Wire had better writing than this?
I'd say you could make an argument.
I mean, there weren't the cops shooting pool, talking about the case? I remember my first perp.
Yeah, I think the only time I saw a pool table on The Wire was when there was a dead person on top
Absolutely.
of
it. So Disney is gonna, they're doing original content. They're gonna do all their movies, pretty much. I mean, was there anything other than one that we kind of know why they're leaving it?
What?
Was there any
one?
Iron Man 2?
Huh?
Iron Man 2?
That wasn't the one.
No.
What?
There was a glaring omission very early on. What was the year?
1946.
Yeah, 1946. They skipped over.
Not Something of the Nation. Birth of a Nation?
No, that's not a Disney film.
Oh,
that's the first film ever made.
Oh, right.
And that was before 1946.
Oh, yeah. I thought so.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Unfortunately,
Damn good picture.
Unfortunately, Song of the South will not be made available on Disney Plus.
1945, The Three Caballeros.
Yes.
Song of the South.
1947, Miracle on 34th Street.
Okay, so they're skipping 46 altogether.
Yeah, there was nothing posted for 1946.
We don't need it.
Let's see what was released in
Maybe they're just, by the way, they might be released, but they're not going to list every single one.
They listed every single one.
They are.
They said that?
Oh, yeah. That was that's everything that's available on launch day.
Only 600 titles?
What do you mean only 600 titles? How long are you going to sit there and watch on launch day?
No, but dude, I'm telling you, you need thousands and thousands of...
That's a lot of stuff.
I mean, a little Song of the South. That was a good movie.
Well, not going to be able to watch it on Disney Plus.
Well, they say why?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, I mean, no, they did not say why.
No, it's banned from Disney.
They did not.
Mainly because it's racist. That's racist.
There's Uncle Remus.
Everybody knows Zippity Doo Dah, the Disney classic.
Okay, this is just a video about it. Yeah, I mean,
Troy just wants to learn.
Yeah, he does. The song still lives on. Zippity Doo Dah, you could still.
What's
it's
wrong
still
with
a
this
great
guy?
song.
He's walking around, there's little animals flying like birds, but he's a nice man. He's singing this cartoons?
I mean, it was a technological masterpiece at the time.
It honestly is. I mean, when you look at...
It's from 46, look at that.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Singing to the birds, and there was some little bees.
There were, unfortunately, the technology, well, it still works to this day. It's the content-wise. There were content issues.
Why? Because he's singing?
No, it's more than singing.
Yeah.
It's stories.
Stories,
what was one of the stories?
It just plays into black stereotypes from that time.
Oh.
Slavery.
Mm.
Were they supposed to be slaves?
Yeah, you can just watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit and get the same technology, which will be available on Disney Plus.
Incredible.
I'm gonna watch that shit.
Oh, look, there's butterflies all over.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, if you want thousands of titles, they're doing a bundle where they're going to do for like $10 a month, Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. So you're going to get everything.
I'm not getting that bundle.
You're not?
No? Why?
No.
Well, you dick?
It's the same price if you just buy them separately.
No.
Yes, it is.
Oh. Well, then I'm not getting that bundle either.
All they're doing is because it sounds like a good deal at first.
Sounds like a great deal.
And then when you...
Sounds like you'd be a fool not to take it. That's why when you said I'm not doing it, I said, I don't know if I could talk to you anymore.
Then when you separate it, and it's like, oh, it's $7 a month for this and $7 a month for that, or $14 a month for both, all they're doing is bundling ESPN Plus to boost their subscribers for that because nobody wants to pay for it.
But you get that on the arm.
Yeah.
All right, so there is a value to it.
I guess I'd rather just pay, $70 a year and save money on Disney Plus and then buy Hulu.
How much do you spend in subscription services a year, do you think?
Oh,
probably $1,000 a month.
I would say that's a fair amount. Yeah. About $1,000.
Probably $12,000 a year.
I only have Netflix and Hulu right now, and then I'll have Disney Plus next month. So not that much.
I got Netflix.
I use them all.
I got Hulu. I got Amazon.
I never use Hulu. I have it, never use it.
I use Hulu every now and then.
Hulu's got a lot of great shit on it too, and
it does have good stuff.
You don't even think about it
because their marketing sucks.
They have terrible marketing.
Their marketing fucking sucks.
That's true.
No one ever looks
good documentaries on there.
No one ever says, "Hey, let's see what Hulu is doing," because their marketing sucks. They let Netflix, which is great for Netflix.
Yes,
they've done a horrible job of promoting Hulu,
and it's hard to find stuff on Hulu too.
Their interface isn't good.
It's bad.
Yeah,
I have Amazon, but I really only have Amazon because my wife orders stuff from Amazon every single day.
By the way, is Airplane on Netflix?
No, it's on Hulu.
This one or the other, they have these things?
Yeah, of course.
Usually. I mean, but this isn't like this. It's not the streamer's fault. It's the studios. The studios sign these deals to get the most money.
You're not gonna. You don't have the same movies on Showtime and HBO.
Yeah,
sometimes you do. Sure, you do. You have movies that run on both.
Not at the same time. Absolutely not.
Yeah, definitely not. Because why then would you subscribe to one and not the other?
Because I'm sure there's some bleed over.
No.
Yeah, there's been plenty of movies that cross over on both. Yes.
Not at the same time.
Guaranteed.
At the same time.
Yes.
What movies then?
I've gone through the cable guide. I remember seeing like on Cinemax, on HBO, it's on a bunch of a lot of them. Maybe not first run movies, not new.
Yeah, that's
40-year-old movies.
Yeah. Come on. That's different. But yeah, first run movies, you never.
First run is different, but I mean, Airplane should be on both. Come on.
Best movie of all time.
It is really funny. It's a fucking comedy masterpiece.
It is.
Yeah, I got Amazon, and I got WWE, and I think that's it. So that's probably like $40 a month.
Spotify.
Yeah, but that's not. That's
still a service you're paying for.
Yeah, yes, but that's a totally different. I mean, I'm also paying for my electric every month.
It's different.
Yeah,
it's an entertainment service. Electric is entertainment.
Can be.
I need electricity for my entertainment.
That's true. Yeah, no. So
you need batteries.
Those are probably the four. those are probably the four streaming services.
And then you're going to get HBO Max.
I have HBO Go.
I have HBO Go because I'm already paying for cable.
Yeah, but you want the maximum amount of HBO, right?
I don't want to feel like I have less than the maximum amount of HBO. I don't want it to feel like other people have more HBO than me.
Well, you're going to feel that way if you don't get HBO Max.
Kevin in Philly. I don't know how he knows this, but...
What's going on, Kevin?
You fucking dummies. You said that Hulu has terrible marketing.
Yeah.
They have one of the biggest marketing campaigns on all of TV right now with Hulu has live sports.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's good.
Yeah, it doesn't. Dude, I don't know what's going on with them. Like, for some reason, I never hear them talked about, and I never see anything for them.
Hulu's trying to market themselves, because Kevin's right. Hulu's really pushing the fact that you can get live TV on Hulu. So they don't push their subscription service as much because they're trying to get cable cutters, cord cutters, whatever they're called, to switch over to Hulu to watch live TV there. But still, I mean...
And my point is...
Go ahead.
But my point is, you dummies don't watch TV. I watch TV, and I see the commercial. It's like literally like Ford commercials, fucking Papa John's, and Hulu.
Kevin, do you have
aggressive campaign?
Do you have Hulu?
I don't. Fuck
then
Hulu.
The marketing's probably not that good.
Yeah, they don't make you... how do I know it's on Netflix all the time? I don't know how I hear about it. Like, I can't put my finger on it, but I just don't hear about stuff on Hulu.
Yeah, marketing, the amount of money spent on marketing doesn't make good marketing. Good marketing means that people buy the service.
Here's the thing, I will buy the service. I'm in a 2-year shitty contract with my awful cable provider, so when I do cut the cord, I'm going to go to Hulu for that live sports angle. They are the best live sports streaming service out there. Okay. So I think they've pivoted off of trying to compete with, like, the Netflix of the world of, like, an actual original content. So they do have an angle there. They do have a market share.
They do. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, they
are
do
doing heavy pushing into...
They do seem like the best live TV
I just haven't
provider.
seen anything by... There's nothing about them that makes me excited.
But then when you add it all up, it's like, oh, I'm paying the same thing.
It's the same shit, yeah. But they have like the three main providers are Sling, YouTube TV, and Hulu TV.
Sling.
And
People
YouTube
love Sling.
I know, but YouTube TV and Hulu TV, I think have both.
Terrible.
Yeah, they've both passed Sling.
Have they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, didn't have like ABC, didn't have Fox News.
Unless you buy the whole package.
No, I bought the whole package.
You bought the thing that's both packages combined?
With Sling?
Yeah.
And it sucked.
And they still didn't have this?
Terrible.
Oh, forget it then. Forget it.
You just gotta go with cable.
Yeah, I mean...
just get cable. Go through the guide. See what's on. Get a nice surprise.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
You don't.
Love that. You know what? Last night, I had nothing to watch. Apocalypse Now was on Showtime. There you go.
You watched Apocalypse Now on Showtime?
Yeah,
Why wouldn't I?
Just don't watch the redo.
It was Redux.
Redux sucks.
But I mean,
It's too
I
long.
kept it on.
It's too long.
Way too long.
You realize how much the editor did for that movie?
Travis is very old.
He's doing a
38,
bad
man.
back.
Yeah.
He's just got a bad back scrolling through the cable guy.
Who's not going to sit and watch Apocalypse Now?
looking,
It's one of the greatest movies ever.
looking for a good story to watch on
Yeah.
cable.
Yeah.
I want to cut the cord, but
Yeah.
it doesn't... Because you have to...
It's a write-off. For you, it's a write-off.
Well, it is a write-off, but it also... With the amount of money that you have to pay for internet if you're not paying for cable, because you have to pay more for internet if you don't have cable, and then you pay for the streaming, you end up saving $7 a month, maybe.
Not worth it.
It's nothing.
No, and then you got to remember where everything is.
What do you mean?
No,
you get
watch
live.
this. Where's that?
You get
know?
Hulu Live TV. It's the same shit.
Yeah, but it doesn't have all the channels.
Stop acting like you
Does it
know.
have True TV? I got to watch Jokers at least for 4 hours a day.
Let's break, and I have to go to the bathroom. We'll talk about that when we come back, because I want to talk about Joker.
Let's talk about Joker. We got Michael Rappaport coming in. We got Joe Coy coming in. It's going to be a fun show. Stay tuned.
We'll be back with more Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. It's Faction Talk. Faction Talk. Faction Talk.
And you never know who is going to stop by the show.
And I can really get in people's heads. Matt Hughes wants to kill me.
Yeah, that didn't take long.
Nah, that was pretty quick, really.
Why are you investing in Bitcoin while the show's on when you got all day?
Stop saying boner. I'd like us to be an adult show.
He's so nutty, his name should be Fruitcake. Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. The Jason Ellis Show. Covino and Rich. Bennington. Faction Talk. Uncensored and on demand with the SiriusXM app.
Nobody could launch the Sirius XM Hollywood studios like Howard Stern.
We're so happening here in LA.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I welcome you to Los Angeles.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, wow.
Adam Levine.
This sounds great.
Robert Downey Jr.
Welcome to LA, baby.
Howard Stern's first LA broadcast in almost 20 years.
This is a high-energy show.
Jennifer Aniston. Baba Booey. Seth Rogen and Snoop Dogg.
Goddamn right.
Demi Moore.
I've been reading your book.
Green Day. Watch on the Sirius XM app.
Talking about erectile dysfunction isn't easy. Usually we just brush it off or blame ourselves, saying things like, I lost my mojo. But with Roman, it's easy to talk about it with a real doctor who can prescribe real medication. It's simple, safe, and totally discreet. With Roman, you can get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for ED, all from the comfort and privacy of your home. The doctor will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, Roman will ship it to you with free 2-day shipping. The whole process is straightforward and discreet. Getting started is simple. Just go to getroman.com/Teft and complete an online visit. Erectile dysfunction used to be tough to tackle, but now there's Roman. Complete an online visit today to connect with a doctor and take care of it. Just go to getroman.com/Teft to get a free online visit and free 2-day shipping. getroman.com/Teft.
A few years ago, my wife and I couldn't find great bedding in any stores, so we founded our own company. I'm Scott Tannen, the founder of Boll & Branch, the world's most comfortable sheets. My wife Missy and I spent months developing the super soft, organic cotton fabric we're now known for. Since then, we've helped millions of people, including 3 U.S. presidents, get a great night's sleep. You could compare them to $1,000 sheets, but we sell them for a fraction of the price because spending that much on sheets is bonkers. Right now, check out our luxury flannel collection. It sells out every year. That's because Boll & Branch flannel is cozy but breathable. Cool sleepers and hot sleepers all love it. You can try us risk-free for 30 nights, but I think it'll only take one to convince you. And right now, get $50 off at bollandbranch.com with promo code FACTION. That's spelled B-O-L-L and branch.com. Promo code FACTION. Save $50 at bowlandbranch.com with promo code BACTION. bowlandbranch.com, promo code BACTION.
The annual enrollment for Medicare is coming soon, so we're here at Health Markets, a free service to help make sure you have the right Medicare plan. Mike, there's a lot going on here.
There sure is. Health Markets has invented the Fit Score to instantly compare thousands of Medicare plans from national insurance companies. In minutes, folks can find out if their current plan is the right fit or if there's another plan that can provide extra coverage and help save money. Best of all, the service is free.
So what Medicare benefits could people be missing out on?
A lot. Plans with $0 copays, $0 deductibles, and $0 premiums. Plans that include dental and vision coverage, or diabetic supplies, hearing aids, and more at no additional cost. With so many choices, our advice is don't go it alone when there's a free, unbiased service that can help.
Go to healthmarkets.com for details or call 800-684-9932. That's 800-684-9932. 800-684-9932.
Dish Network calls their TV installers service technicians. Well, that's their official title, at least. But on the job, customers call them, "Shut up, no way." Why? Well, the service technician has just shown them something they've never seen before. The new Dish voice remote with the Google Assistant button. See, with Dish, you tell your remote what you want to watch and it comes on. But say the TV room is too bright or too hot. All those smart home things you have, yep. You can also control those things with your voice remote. Dish lives to surprise people with new technology, so they love all the no ways they've been getting. But yes way. Yes, all the way. Now control your TV and home with Dish. Introducing the new Dish voice remote with Google Assistant Dish. Tuned into you. Voice functionality requires internet-connected Hopper, Google account, and compatible device. Google is a trademark of Google LLC. To learn more, dial 1-844-CALL-DISH. Visit dish.com or find a local retailer near you.
Sirius XM, Channel 103. Faction Talk.
Talking about erectile dysfunction is not easy. No, usually we just brush it off or we blame ourselves. We say things like, "I lost my mojo." Or we avoid it altogether with excuses like, "I had a long day at work," or "Sorry, honey, I'm just not feeling it." Nobody wants to hear that, though. That's why you need Roman. See, with Roman, it's easy to talk about it with a real doctor who can prescribe real medication. It's simple, safe, and totally discreet. With Roman, you can get free online evaluation and ongoing care for ED, all from the comfort and privacy of your home. The doctor will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, Roman will ship it to you with free 2-day shipping. The whole process is straightforward and discreet. Getting started is simple. Just go to GetRoman.com/Teft and complete an online visit. Erectile dysfunction used to be tough to tackle, but now there's Roman. Complete an online visit today to connect with a doctor and take care of it. Just go to GetRoman.com/Teft to get a free online visit and free 2-day shipping. GetRoman.com/Teft.
Postseason baseball is on MLB Network Radio, Sirius 209 XM 89. Today, Houston Astros, New York Yankees, American League Championship Series.
Game 3.
Astros even the series and a game apiece on the walk-off home run.
1 p.m. Eastern. Jim Bowden and Ryan Spilborn take you on the field and in the dugouts.
Momentum shifting a little bit.
4 Eastern. Hear the hometown broadcasts on your radio and streaming on your phone and at home on Sirius XM. Connected devices and speakers.
Message and data rates may apply. Individual results may vary. Exclusions apply.
But hey, I'm buying a huge flat screen TV so I can finally see it without my glasses.
Why not just get LASIK at the LASIK Vision Institute? That's what I'm doing.
My glasses and contacts are a pain. I'd love to finally get rid of these, but who can afford LASIK?
You can. Because the LASIK Vision Institute is offering dramatically low prices and an absolutely free consultation. Just text CLEAR22 to 350350. The LASIK Vision Institute has already performed over 1 million procedures. They use the latest FDA-approved LASIK technology that helps the majority of patients achieve 20/20 vision for a fraction of what others charge. Better vision, better value. The LASIK Vision Institute. Make this the year you finally get LASIK. For a free consultation plus an extra 20% discount, text CLEAR22 to 350350. You'll see for free if LASIK is right for you. That's CLEAR22 to 350350.
Can somebody help me? I think my air conditioner's dying.
Nurse, I need a compressor and a condenser coil. Stat.
Sounds serious.
Doctor, it's losing pressure, and the blower motor is unresponsive.
Sounds expensive.
That depends. Do you have an American Home Shield home warranty?
No.
Well, then I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Before your next home system and appliance breakdown, be sure you call American Home Shield. We help cover the cost when major components of up to 21 home systems and appliances die. Either we'll come to your home and repair them or we'll replace them, no matter their age, including your AC, washer, oven, electrical, and plumbing. For a free quote, call 1-800-700-4350. Be sure your budget's protected. Be sure with the Shield, American Home Shield. For a free quote on flexible plans to meet your needs and budget, call 1-800-700-4350. That's 1-800-700-4350.
Limitations and exclusions apply. See plan for details.
Message and data rates may apply. Please don't text while driving.
If you've been in business more than 20 minutes, you've probably printed your logo on all kinds of promotional products. We all know logos work because they're on everything from the top of skyscrapers to the bottom of shoes. Ever wondered why? Or how to best use your logo to grow
romance?
Oh, that's okay.
Does anybody have a razor blade? I'd like to start cutting my thighs.
Yeah. Sometimes that cuts if people ask me why.
Hey, I need to make a cry for help.
So good, dude.
Oh, I know, totally.
Right here.
Yes, okay.
So good.
Just go see a musical.
This is a musical.
Just go see a musical. It's exactly the same thing. Exactly.
No.
100%.
I mean, I can't see the whole cast singing this, but I do.
Yeah. I mean, it's emo Broadway nonsense.
Yeah. Dee-dum-dee.
It's not for everybody. I can get that.
Okay.
Sam's been a real hater lately.
Hatter.
You've been a real hatter lately.
No, I'm just
Romance, El Camino.
I didn't say. I mean, I just spoke the truth about El Camino.
Yeah, you get really shitty in that group text.
Yeah, because you're fucking, you get influenced by Hot Dog, and like Hot Dog, unfortunately,
I was reading an article yesterday.
Is a stupid person.
Bryan Cranston did an interview with Rolling Stone.
Was he like, yeah, the ball cap was itchy and terrible?
I mean, half of it was literally about the bald cap.
I told you, it's the most obvious thing in the world. And Jim, you will watch this Breaking Bad movie.
No, I won't.
Thank you.
Really?
No.
Guess what? You won't miss anything.
I don't care about it.
Because they sent somebody to New York because he was doing network. So they sent someone to New York to fit him for a bald cap. And then they had like 36 hours with him total.
The bald cap was so big, I don't even think it messed up his hair. It might as well have just been a flesh helmet.
That's how big he was, huh?
So when they put
How busy?
Yeah, well, yeah, because he was doing network. So he only had from Sunday until like Monday night.
That's nuts.
He had Sunday night. They flew him out on a private plane Sunday night after his show.
Did he get snacks?
He probably got snacks. He probably got popcorners.
I hope he slept.
So cool.
And cookies.
Popcorners?
Yeah. I fly JetBlue.
It's the best.
That's all I know that they have.
Would you like popcorners or Cheeto mix?
I go, can I get popcorners and also a bag of cookies?
Yeah, you ask twice because you know they'll give it to you, but you gotta ask.
You can get as much as you
And
want.
Cheez-Its.
And can I have a Cheez-Its?
So
Can I have two Cheez-Its?
He flies out on the Sunday
So
night.
he flies out Sunday night after his show, and then he has all day Monday because he doesn't have a show on Monday. But then he's got to be back Tuesday, I think, like morning for network again.
Why the morning? They probably do a play.
Well, they had to fly him out in the morning, so
I
he'd be
see.
back, in time.
Yeah, to do network. That's crazy.
So once they get him to Albuquerque and they shuttle him off to the set.
Is that why it looked like they took 7 minutes to put the ball cap on?
Okay, well, I'm getting there. So they put this ball cap on that they thought was going to be amazing. Like they fitted it. It was fit just for him.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be just the greatest bald cap of all time.
And you mean the one that you yesterday said, I didn't even notice it?
That's right.
Okay, go on.
So they put it on him, and they're like, his hair just is bunching it up.
Clearly.
Can I see? Is there a way on Twitter? I want to see the bald cap.
Hey, they haven't. I don't think there's
I mean, just sign in. If Troy just signs in to Netflix,
he'd have to scroll through the whole movie and find the scenes.
It's towards the end.
I know it's going to take him forever.
Just zip it and find. I just want to see what he looks like.
I feel like that's more of a Troy situation, though.
Okay, well, you take your shots if you want to.
So every scene with him in it is digitally redone.
They did something.
Every scene with him in the movie is a VFX scene.
See, dude? I told you it was terrible. And that's why I have to be like resistant to it in the group text, because I'm the only one in our group text. I'm the only one that will speak honestly and say it was pretty far from perfect.
I'll watch it if I ever like rewatch the series. I'll check it because I remember none of the series.
It's before this. It just not too much before it though.
That's when they were at the diner, so just a little bit before.
Yeah.
After. Keep going.
See what I'm saying? Now this is what we're doing on the radio. Before, after, and it's not Troy's fault, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's just looking for a random scene in a fucking movie.
I want to see what he looks like though. We're talking. I want to see how bad
There
he
you
looks.
go.
All right, let's see.
This was such a great scene.
That was so
don't
great.
play the audio. Of it. People haven't seen it.
I could see my characters again.
Pause.
It was,
wow.
dude. It's How so bad nice is to that? See him.
I mean, you can see.
It's terrible.
It's not that bad.
Dude. It's 2019.
I don't know if I would have noticed that if you didn't say anything.
I noticed it immediately. And you could completely see it.
You could see that he's got hair.
Yeah, of course you can.
I mean, it's supposed to look like a crew cut, but it looks like a full head of hair under there.
It doesn't look anything like his head looked on the show. And it's literally supposed to be a flashback to when he was on the show. It looks nothing like it did on the show. Yeah.
I guess they couldn't just go bald either because, again, people would know.
He's got to go back to network.
Well, can't he be bald for network?
What? No.
No, you can't be bald for network. I just got your text. I'm sorry.
That's right. It was just for now.
He can't shave his head in the middle of a Broadway show.
Yeah.
For one scene in a movie?
Plus, then everyone would know.
Yeah, they'd be like, hey, why are you bald? He's like, not for Breaking Bad, but whatever. Why'd you grow that impus mustache back?
Can't say, but it's not for Breaking Bad.
Definitely not for Breaking Bad.
It's not for the movie they haven't announced yet.
All right, I want to, before Michael comes in, maybe he's seen it just briefly.
Joker?
I went and saw it yesterday.
He's seen it if you want to bring him in.
Is he here?
He's here.
He's bring him in.
I just heard. Like,
Yeah,
he literally
bring him-
just got here.
bring
We
him
haven't been. Michael Rappaport is coming in, and I was looking at his tweets, and he did see Joker.
I'm glad you said that because I would have talked to him not knowing he was here.
I always got to check Michael Rappaport's tweets, because I always have to know what he's at war with.
Yeah, there's always something.
Before he comes in. I always check Rappaport's tweets.
Hey, buddy.
Because he's always at war with something, and I need to know what side to be on before he gets here. I don't want to be against Rappaport, is the thing.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you
I'm glad.
guys.
I didn't know you were outside. I said before you get here, let's talk about Joker. But I'm glad you're here.
Oh yeah,
I saw it yesterday. I didn't expect to like it, but I fucking loved it.
I thought you
not
would
like it?
I thought you would like it. I liked it too.
It's so
Heath
dark.
Ledger. I just like. Am I gonna like? I gotta say, I might like Joaquin better than Heath Ledger.
He was great because he was a person. It wasn't a comic book.
It wasn't a comic book movie, and that fucking Gary Glitter song has been stuck in my head. That might be my favorite scene.
The scene works like it wouldn't work that well without the Gary Glitter song.
Which song is that?
That's na 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 na
yeah.
na. Hey, it's the first time he dresses up like Joker.
You know, as great as Joaquin Phoenix is, and he deserves all the accolades, Todd Phillips, the director, killed it.
I agree.
He was fucking. I mean, because it's not just put Joaquin Phoenix in front of a camera. The vibe, the tone, the way he shot Joaquin, the music, the locations. It was like you were watching like a Charles Bronson movie or The Warriors or something like that. Like to get the grit of New York City that we rarely see in films and TV anymore because everyone thinks it's completely, like it's Sex in the City.
And the music was great. The music was amazing.
That's the director.
I saw it twice. And the first time I was like, clearly I see the similarities between like the references to King of Comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
100%.
But the second time I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is like Taxi Driver. Like the look of it, what you're talking about, the feel.
I
like
loved
it was
it.
so where Joaquin is, twiddling the sign around. He's trying to get people to come in.
Straight up Taxi Driver.
And like the theaters behind him and everything. I'm like, this is Taxi Driver.
I thought it was great. Listen, it's not an easy film. It's not like you want to keep watching because it's dark, but it's an iconic film. It's an iconic performance. And I just love the way it was shot. I mean, and it was. I thought it was excellent, and I'm so glad that it's been received and people are enjoying it, and that thank God, knock on wood, there hasn't been any incidents because that's a valid fear. Like going into that weekend, that's a valid fear of people are fucking crazy.
But as much as with any violent movie, it's not like this Joker movie is special in the sense that
people are. A friend of mine went to go see it opening weekend in L.A. At the ArcLight Theater, which it's like in the middle of everywhere. right? It's the middle of Hollywood. And there was a guy in there laughing, like doing like the laugh. And people were so on alert.
Yeah.
They were walking out of the theater because I would have, if I had been there with guys who'd been like, you get the fuck out of the theater. What are you here for? Are you trying to scare people? Get the fuck out of here.
Would you have made a scene?
If I was with guys and not my wife, I probably would have, because I would have been so offended and afraid.
Yeah. There was a guy spitting on people in New York.
I know.
Spitting on people, and someone finally confronted.
In
But you
the
never know if a
theater?
guy's a pistol. That's what's scary.
You fucking jump on his fucking back. I mean, it took the fact that this had to be a thing, but it was a valid thing. But I'm just glad that it's been so financially successful, box office successful, and because it's such a dark movie, and there's so many Marvel movies and comic book movies and all that stuff, and this is just a movie.
This was a great
amusement
the
park
scene
rides.
where he's in the bathroom, and I read something about that where the scene after he we'll spoil certain things, so if you don't want to hear it, turn it off.
It's been a week and a half.
No, I know, but I still like to warn people because some people take 2 weeks, 3 weeks too.
You're nicer than I am.
Yeah, when he kills the 3 guys on the train, there's that moment where he runs into the bathroom.
Yeah,
and they didn't know what to do. And he does that weird little dance, and that was improv. And Todd Phillips said we had 250 people waiting, and we're just trying to figure out what to do. And then he does this weird dance.
That was improv.
Complete improv. And that was the scene. And I went to go to piss yesterday, and I saw that scene starting, so I actually stood in the wings and waited to watch it.
So good.
Fucking unbelievable.
And it shapes that character, too.
Yeah.
Like the dance comes back kind of throughout.
And he's doing different dances all throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Like down the steps when he finally gets. I don't want to give it a spoiler.
You can. We warn people.
But yeah, I mean, I just thought it was great. I thought De Niro was great. I love the talk show set, like with those old curtains and the way like De Niro's like old. I was like Merv Griffin.
Even the suits and everything.
It was dope.
De
Niro was very good as a talk show host.
Yep.
He was different than I expected him to be. One criticism is I wish they would have chopped that scene a little bit. I felt
the last talk show
they
scene?
gave the character too much time to talk that we didn't need.
So
too much, but it was still really good.
Yeah, I mean, I also thought it was really good. I like too that they stuck true to the Joker character, because some people were like, well, this isn't even really a Joker movie. This could have been about everybody. But I like that they set up in the movie that leaving, I don't think you really know what was a delusion,
right,
and what was real.
Like that last scene, you don't know if it's
the talk show scene.
No, even after that,
the nurse,
like
in the hospital, I mean, all that, like so I thought it was just fun, and it was
because that's the real, like the Joker story in the comic book is that he doesn't have an origin story. Because he makes it up, like nobody knows where he came from, because there's 5 different origin stories and nobody knows what's real, and he doesn't even know what's real.
Yeah,
if Heath Ledger had the dialogue he had, because he got hampered because it was a PG movie, it was a comic book movie.
It was a comic book.
Certain
movie.
lines I thought was the writing. I wish they would have changed a little bit. I would love to have seen him be able to have this type of thing he could do with it, just to see what. But I think I prefer Joaquin. I can't believe I'm saying that because I never liked him in anything he's ever done.
Really?
Never liked Joaquin.
How could you? Walk the Line movie?
That was you know what? That was decent. As Johnny Cash.
Decent?
Yeah, I didn't love it.
I think he's a really good actor.
He's
Joaquin
fucking
Phoenix.
great.
Yeah,
man.
I'm in the minority.
The Master, the Philip Hoffman.
He was great in that.
The one that was a sort of
Paul Thomas Anderson
about
movie.
in Scientology.
About L. Ron Hubbard. Yeah,
he was incredible in that
remember
movie.
I go back to the M. Night Shyamalan fucking movie, the Red movie.
You just don't like
The Village. I hated. But
you just didn't like the movie. I don't think that was Joaquin's fault.
I've disliked Joaquin.
I like how you did that.
Thank
Joaquin.
you. I want to pay respect to him.
Yeah.
But again, I expected to hate this, and it's one of my favorite things in a long time. I think he's definitely going to get nominated for this. He has to.
Sure.
People are talking about, like, especially because it made so much money, if you want a sequel I don't want
going to make a sequel
they
to that.
Shouldn't.
They won't. Those two won't. Maybe they might get other people to do it, but they're not going to do it.
They would have to turn, now Joker becomes a supervillain, and now he's got to fight a superhero, and now you're losing the whole essence of what the movie was.
What he is, yeah. Unless you have some other kind of a weird origin story with another superhero that is like this, that is really dark and weird and ties in, and somehow there's
just like thematically
slight comic book element to it, but not a heavy one.
But what villain? Or
I don't even know.
What comic book character is anywhere near as compelling as the Joker? I know nobody really wants to see the Riddler come.
Will they allow 2 Oscars to be given for the same role? Because Heath Ledger won it for the Joker.
Yes.
Can you see him winning? I mean,
he's definitely getting nominated.
Sure.
I don't know if he'll win. I didn't see, obviously, The Irishman.
It's so good.
Yeah.
You saw it?
Jim's in it, so we got to go to the premiere.
The teeny part.
But you saw it?
Yeah, it's good.
Really,
shit.
dude, it's unbelievable.
Really good.
I mean, if you like acting, it'll blow you away.
I can't.
Telling is the Joker. Like,
I know.
Nobody really wants to see the Riddler come.
Will they allow 2 Oscars to be given for the same role? Because Heath Ledger won it for the Joker.
Yes.
Can you see him winning? I mean,
he's definitely getting nominated.
Sure.
I don't know if he'll win. I didn't see, obviously, The Irishman.
It's so good.
Yeah.
You saw it?
Jim's in it, so we got to go to the premiere.
The teeny part.
But you saw it?
Yeah, it's good.
Really, dude, it's unbelievable.
Really good.
I mean, if you like acting, it'll blow you away.
I can't fucking wait.
It's
I know
old school
it's
Pacino.
not Goodfellas. It's different. It's different pacing. I
Very
can't
different.
wait.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah,
it's
great.
so good.
I'm going
dude.
day one in the theater.
Yeah.
Buying 10 seats. I don't want anybody ruffling, picking their ass.
3.5 hours.
I'll bring in a piss bag.
Yeah.
I'm pissing in a piss bag.
I pissed once, and for me, I piss every 10 minutes.
I didn't
only
leave.
pissed once.
I sat and
You
watched
sat through the 3.5.
3.5 hours.
I could sit
awesome.
through 3.5, but it's like for this, I'm buying a giant Pepsi, a giant Coke, fucking Twizzlers,
Yeah.
M&M's, popcorn. Like I can't wait.
Make an evening of it.
Oh yeah, but I'm going during the day. I don't want anyone breathing on me.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be crowded, though. There's
Snorting.
only a certain number of shows. It's
they're
gonna be
doing it on
mobbed.
Broadway.
Day one, screening one.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
It's going to be
tickets yet
it's
or
really
no?
good.
No, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be in Los Angeles or New York, but I really can't wait. Those are my dudes.
Yes.
I mean, those are everybody's dudes, and this is most likely the last time they're going to do a gangster film.
Definitely, I think.
You know, I don't think Martin Scorsese could pull. This is it, and then to have Joe Pesci and Harvey Keitel, Bob, Al Pacino. I'm sure there's other little tricks and surprises in
Dominic Lamardozzi is amazing. Cannavale is great.
Cannavale's great,
It was Pesci didn't want to do it. He kept saying no. He kept saying no. He was the holdout. He didn't want to do it.
And Joe, this is a performance of a lifetime
he
for
was
Joe Pesci.
so fucking good.
Probably the best thing he's ever done.
Oh, you're making. I can't wait.
Dude, you should be excited. You'll be happy when you see it.
Are you familiar with the book at all?
Yes.
It stays very true to the book, which was, it makes it a lot easier. Sebastian Maniscalco is really good.
Good.
He was really good.
I like him. He's a funny guy.
So did you think in the Joker, that talk show scene at the end, did you think that was, I came out of it thinking it was not real. Because here's why. Number one, it did go on for a long time. Even though people go, when he sits down at the talk show, because he has a delusion that we know is a delusion earlier when he's at the talk
that's right.
show. And he goes, this is just like I imagined it. So people go, well, since he said that, that's how we know that's the separation. But the fact that the scene went so long made me go like, well, this wouldn't happen. And the fact that he actually did what he did on the talk show would make me believe that 20 years later, when he comes out of Arkham Asylum to start going after Batman, people would be going, oh, that's Arthur Fleck that killed the talk show host.
Right.
Maybe they didn't have it tied in that well. Maybe they didn't think too much into the comic book world. Maybe they just made it.
They just wanted the scene.
Yeah, there's a little nod to Bruce Wayne, but maybe they said, fuck it, who cares about that?
And this is what I have to say.
So I thought it was a delusion.
I say fuck the comic book world. There's no rules or regulations. The comic book world's not real. So you could break and
That's
rewrite
right.
the
That's
rules.
true.
Like people get, it's not in the, listen, freak. It's not real.
Right.
So it's not the fuck, it's not real. We can amend and change and it's a movie like I say, with these people get
It's not the Constitution.
No, it ain't. And the Bible ain't real either. It's a book. It's a well-written book.
So you don't like comic book constitutionalists? They're like, no, we got to stick to the letter.
Go fuck yourself. And especially if you're over 20, really go fuck yourself. And most of them are grown men because it's generational. Relax.
Yeah.
Fucking relax about that. Like, it didn't happen in this one in volume 6 and chill out, man.
Let's tell the best story on a movie.
It's about a guy in a cape who flies.
Right.
Gives a shit.
Right. We're amending it right. We could do any amendments.
How about you talk about the aerodynamics of a cape and how bad that would be? If you want to be technical.
Gotham City, not a city.
No.
There is no
Sorry.
Gotham City.
Sorry.
It doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't exist.
And depending on what movie you're watching, could be Chicago, could be New York.
It
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's any town USA.
And if you don't like it, you could just like go get into sports, geek. Because obviously this isn't working for you anymore.
Yeah, I liked it so much more than I'm glad I liked it. I'm really glad. I was worried I was going to hate it, but I'm like, I have to see it because everybody's talking about it.
I
It's
tell
really
you,
great.
It's nice to have some good movies coming out this year because I feel like I'm actually going to care about the Oscars and the award season now because there's actually good movies. Like last year,
Pathetic.
When The Green Book wins Best Picture,
The Green Book,
you have a drought.
I never saw it.
It
looked
it was
really good
fine.
though. I need
Dude,
a
it was
white hero
terrible.
movie. That's what I need.
It was. It's not a best picture when you know it's not imprinted in your soul and. you want to see it again. It was a fun.
Right, you watched it.
Yes.
Have you ever, in the year since it's been out, have you ever said to yourself...
It never crossed my mind as soon as I left.
I'd like to watch that movie again.
Yeah, I want to sit and like study everything about... No.
Yeah.
Is it about racism and how the white guy helps? I haven't seen it.
He's a big fat Italian guy and he helps solve racism.
That's great. I love it. Because one thing I need is more white people getting a pat on the head for racism. Fucking Hollywood stinks.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, it's sad because it's a true story. So I'm sure the guy's son.
Oh, is it all right? You know,
I'll make it. It's like,
that makes it a little easier.
It's not my true story, Jim. And it was fine. It was fine.
A true story makes it slightly less nauseating.
It makes it less nauseating that it exists. It doesn't make it less nauseating that they made it Best Picture.
Well, they always have
Best Picture.
Yeah, that's a little.
Because this year you have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You have Joker. You have the Irishman.
That Shia LaBeouf movie's really good. That's coming out that he directed. It's I can't remember the name of it.
Oh yeah, that's the
one that he wrote. That's autobiographical. I heard it's very good. And then a friend of mine who's Mr. Movie Geek who sees them all early. He said there's.
Is it the one where he has he's friends with a special needs kid?
No,
who wants
that
to be
one
a
is
wrestler
that one was good too.
Yeah, I heard it was good.
But this one. I don't know. I can't remember the name.
What's the Edward Norton movie? Is that the one?
Yeah, Motherless Brooklyn. The book I loved, and I don't say that often about because I don't read, but I did read that book. You ever read that book, Motherless Brooklyn?
No, I never heard it until I saw it.
It's a good New York book. Like it's a good New York story, and I'm again. That's probably the last book I read, and that was probably like 15 years ago.
Right.
I'm not proud of that. It's just a fact.
Why don't you read? I can't calm myself anymore.
You can't what?
Calm myself enough to read. Like I'm about to check the phone.
That's right.
It's just
the
too
phone's
antsy.
ruined it.
It ruined it.
Not that I was ever like a reader.
Yeah.
But the phone has snatched.
It's made it almost impossible to focus.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
How do you write?
I do it on stage. I go on the cellar and I'll talk through an idea. I've never been good at putting it down, and it's just the way it works. I go on and just talk it
so
through.
That you haven't lost that part.
No,
because you've never been like a writer.
I don't like to sit down and put it out. Once in a while, I'll do it. If I do it for like 2 weeks and I like it, then I'll put it down so I have all the bullet points, and then maybe I'll start continuing it from there.
You've always been that way. I mean, you should have seen Jim when he was writing his book. He literally would.
How did you write a book?
He literally would bring his laptop in and he would do the radio show and write the book at the same time.
I was weird, because I needed distraction.
I got you.
I wrote at the cellar like that too. I would sit away from the comedians and all that, the background, and I could look up, I could look around, and I could write, and I could look up. I can't focus in a quiet room.
I got you.
You could probably read on a train good or somewhere where there's a lot of shit happening.
Jim, my reading, I'm not that I was ever a reader, but again, my attention span is gone.
Well, how do you write? How do you do?
I could sit down and write. Like I could do it short spurts, 20, 30 minutes, and then I have to check Instagram.
Get up and walk around.
The important things, like the things that...
Yell at somebody on
Twitter.
Yell
at somebody, Instagram, but something like that. But that's like... short if I have to write.
Right.
Do you think they'll nominate that Breaking Bad movie, Travis?
No.
For what?
Okay.
Nominated for what? Emmy?
For no. They put it in theaters because Netflix is...
No, that's not getting nominated.
I hope not.
El Camino got put in a theater?
They did.
Oh, I didn't know.
To try to get nominations?
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
And you know what was disappointing? The It sequel.
It was okay.
It Chapter 2.
I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it.
But it was very okay. Like the first one was actually really good.
Yeah.
And the second one was just fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wasn't that great?
I didn't see it.
Yeah. It's okay. You don't need to.
Yeah.
It was one of those like
it wasn't bad. Like
Yeah.
you watch it, I didn't regret going to see it.
But if you hadn't seen it, yeah, you don't regret if you've seen it, but if you've never seen it, you don't need to go out of your way.
Right.
Either way, you're fine.
I don't like anything that has creatures. Like, oh no, it's a spider with a human head. Like that doesn't scare me.
It doesn't do anything.
No.
Because you're never going to go in
cape isn't real.
Right.
Exactly.
You're never going to go in your backyard at night when it's dark and find a spider with a human head. Like that's
I'm not worried about that.
No, it's
I got
not
a
an
lot
issue.
of things I'm worried about. That's not even like in the top 20 of them.
No, not even in the top 2,000 of them. It's not going to happen.
Nope.
It's never going to happen.
Yeah, so I didn't care about it either. But I didn't hate it.
Right.
I'm going to more movies now than I have in decades.
Good for you.
I never go to the movies.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It is fun.
I like going to the theater. I
Me
go by
too.
myself.
I fucking love it.
Do you go by yourself?
Hell yeah.
It's the best.
Now I usually go with my wife, but I love going to movies by myself.
Yeah.
It's not as many event movies. Like Irishman, I'm going with my wife. Batman, I went with my wife. But I'll definitely go by myself. I love going to movies by myself.
At the Irishman premiere, did you hear behind us? There was someone behind us, and I could hear at one point the guy went, could you please stop using your phone?
Yes.
He said that some woman, I don't know who she was. He shamed her. I guess she was checking her dumb fucking phone during the premiere of this Scorsese film.
Literally the premiere.
You should stop using it.
Everybody's there.
100%. And
Spike Lee's sitting in the row in front of us.
And he said
Everybody's
something,
there.
and then she just, I turned around and looked. And then she was frozen.
She should be.
Good.
Fucking asshole.
Love that guy, though.
Would you be
Bitch.
on your phone if Picasso came back from the dead and made a painting? 3.5 hour painting? You wouldn't.
You'd love to see it.
Yeah, you'd have your phone fucking put away in your keister, lady.
Yeah.
It's the worst. People who use it's so enraging. So I love that he said something.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean, that really is. I feel like when I see somebody checking their phone in a movie like that, I feel like it's a representation of the culture just disintegrating.
The only thing I'll tolerate is if I catch somebody and they check it for a half a second to check the time.
Right.
Yeah.
But I saw there was a guy yesterday sat 2 seats away from me before we started. He was checking his phone and he had big calves. And I'm like, if this fucking asshole's on his phone, I'm going to ask him to not be.
But he wasn't.
During the previews, he put it away. I was really relieved.
Yeah.
So I don't want to have a moment where I have to be brave.
There's so many stupid people. I would imagine.
That's why I go during the day.
There's less stupid people.
But that's why I said, going back when you said Irishman night, I go during the day to avoid all that.
Is there anything better than going on like a Saturday morning at like 11 o'clock and you get to the theater?
You have a row to yourself.
Or it's empty. I've been to theaters. Like I'll go during the week, like after the show or something. Oh, you know what? Let me hit up this noon screening.
Yep.
And it's empty.
Love it.
It's the best. And then one person will walk in just as the trailers start and you're like, oh, what the fuck? I had the whole room to myself.
I regretted not buying a second ticket because there was like those lounge seats.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I should have bought the one next to me.
You got to do it.
I didn't think of it.
Or the two next to you.
No, you got to buy two for the Irishman.
Yes.
I'm buying two on both sides of me, two in front of me. I want to like a fucking a quarantined area.
Yeah. And if somebody sits in the seat in front of you, you go,
those are my seats.
Yeah, the seats taken.
Those are my seats.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Throw your jacket on one, throw your hat on another one.
Yeah, I'll bring a blow up doll. For Irishman, it's that exciting to me.
It's like the fucking the HOV lane. You get a dummy and just sit it there like a short dummy so no one can take your fucking seat. Yeah, on either side, it's a great idea.
It's the right move.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it.
100%. 100%.
I didn't think of it, and I was so mad at myself. I'm like, why the fuck did no one sat next to me? But I was like,
it would have been tough for a premiere to get to have a.
But no, this was like a week. I went yesterday afternoon. This was.
You mean for the Joker?
Oh, not for the Irishman.
Was it a full theater?
85% full.
Wow.
At Tuesday afternoon.
Monday afternoon?
In the afternoon.
I saw it Monday afternoon at 2 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah, the Irishman would. No, I wouldn't.
You know what though? It was. It was Columbus Day. Everybody was off.
Yesterday was Columbus Day.
Yesterday was Columbus Day.
I
I'm sorry.
didn't even notice.
I'm sorry. Indigenous
Peoples Day.
Yes,
I did hear that.
Yes,
correct.
Yeah, so everybody was off. That's the worst. Yeah,
that's
why it was full.
Okay, I was wondering why there's so many people here at a fucking 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Showing.
Yeah, that makes
I'm
sense.
happy I went, man. I really enjoyed. I want to see it
I'm glad
again.
you went too.
The music made it for me though. Like the music was so fucking good. That dumb Gary Glitter song.
It really works.
I know what he
in the
did,
scene.
and I didn't care.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it in the movie.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's dope.
It worked.
How great is it when the cops are getting beaten up and he just walks away? Like, and he just, like, you see the character realize, like, what chaos can do.
Yeah.
Like, you see him kind of start to fall in love with the chaos. And you get what I'm saying now about how clearly, thematically in the movie, the press motivate, like the press making killers feel like gods. Like, that's a huge part of it.
Keeps looking at his picture.
Yeah.
And you were right, too. The Warriors was a good call. That was what I had to feel. There's something slightly not a real city, and yet it was a real city. There was that little weird thing of unbelievability, which I liked. And the Warriors had that.
Yeah.
Like with the gang on the fucking roller skates.
Yeah. You
know what I mean?
Yes.
There was something about
it was a different universe.
The city's
different
a character.
Universe. Yes.
Like it truly was made into a character.
It was great.
And it wasn't CGI. Like there's places in New York that still have that look to shoot, like in the Bronx and some of that in Jersey City.
And I think it was shot on film too. That's why it looked
fucking dope. Todd Phillips killed that shit.
Yeah, he was amazing.
There's some spots I really want to see it. Some spots are doing it in like 35 millimeter. They're projecting it at the Alamo. They're doing that, so I'm assuming it was shot.
Seeing Dangerfields was weird. Like that's where they shot. That's where Gary and Joaquin, I guess Sam Morril too, shot in Dangerfields. And I recognized the lamps immediately. Like that was the perfect fucking play. He's laughing a little off cue. He doesn't know exactly.
Isn't it great that he doesn't
know where the jokes
when to laugh?
Oh,
that was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was so good.
Yeah,
like everybody laughs, and he just kind of
laughs
looks
in
around.
between the jokes.
Oh, just on the setups.
He laughs at the setups.
But it's partially a fake laugh because he's a fucking nut and
He
he's
doesn't know
looking
what
down.
the fuck is going on.
He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. It was so good, man.
Yeah.
He played a perfect ass in a comedy club.
That scene when he's leaving his job and he's like laughing, and then when he realizes that everybody's out of the room, he just stops laughing.
Yeah.
It was great.
It's just a show.
Yeah, I kind of might want him to win for that.
I think I wouldn't be mad at it.
I wouldn't be mad at it at all. I mean, I'd be mad at his speech because you know you're not going to get anything from him. But
I want him to go up there with the paint. Like, I don't even want to see Joaquin anymore.
Can you imagine? That would be fucked up. How scary would that be? Pops from the back and he's like, hey, like, oh shit.
I don't think him and De Niro got along too well. There was a thing where De Niro likes to do a table read. And they said he didn't want to do it.
Joaquin didn't?
Did not want to do it. And then I guess someone said, well, De Niro wants to do it. And so they did eventually kind of give into it and they did the table read. But they said on set they really didn't talk. Maybe because they weren't supposed to be friends. They're both fucking...
Neither one of them are chatty types anyway.
That's true, yeah. I mean, I've never met Joaquin Phoenix, but I imagine they're both out of their minds.
Well, he's out there too.
Is he a method guy, like, who shows up as that guy all day?
I don't think he's method, but I think he's a dark guy. And I think, he had that trauma with his brother, and I think he's just I think he's genuinely shy. So with De Niro and him, that's not going to be like gangbusters.
Not a lot of conversation.
No.
That makes sense. Nobody's there to carry it, right?
Not a lot of chit-chatting.
Especially when they don't like each other in the movie. They're supposed to be a weird thing.
Tim in Boston wants to chime in. What's going on, Tim?
Hey, Sam. How are you?
Good, buddy.
Oh.
Hey, I wanted to talk about that scene on the talk show when he essentially offs De Niro's character.
I love that you were trying to get around that without spoiling it.
Yeah,
essentially, he just fucking ruined it for everybody.
So that scene is a pull from it's kind of a reference to some of the comic books. There's a really great scene in one of the books where he goes on a talk show, but in that comic book, he murders the entire audience. So there was a lot of tension in that moment because you didn't know what he was going to do.
Right.
And then when he does, but there's definitely a lot less deaths directly as a result of the Joker in this movie, which I thought was interesting. He doesn't.
It seems more realistic.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. You said you were right about blowing it. De Niro almost blew it. He did Fallon, and Fallon asked him, "Well, what did you like? Did you like working with Joaquin Phoenix?" And he goes, "Yeah, I didn't like what he did to me." He wasn't supposed to say that.
He just said the thing.
And then he reiterated it like a minute later. He's like, "Yeah, I don't know how it turned out."
Right.
You knew you could see something bad was going to happen from him being up there.
Right. When you knew he's not going to kill himself too.
No.
Right.
No.
You know that's not the way.
What a great moment that was. What a great. I knew it was happening, but I didn't realize how it was. The way he just kind of fell back in his chair.
So weird.
It was weird. Yeah, it was really good, man.
It was really good.
God, he was a good mental patient in that.
So Michael Rappaport is here because you're at Caroline's all weekend, Thursday through Saturday.
Yup.
You're performing at Caroline's.
212-757-4100, or you can just go to the website. It's one of the best clubs anywhere in the country.
It's my first time performing there. Why is it so good?
Typically the audiences are always good. They're used to comedy for a long time, and it's a headlined room in New York. There's only a couple of headline rooms in New York.
Yeah, every time I do my live podcast, I always do them at Caroline's.
Yeah, really? I've never even been in the club.
It's really cool.
I can't wait.
It looks like a really nice road comedy club. Like it doesn't look like a typical New York club.
And
I'm excited.
They can get a lot of people in there, and they feel like they're all kind of on top of you.
Good.
Like you feel like there's just good energy.
Good.
In there.
I'm excited about it.
Are you there tonight? Thursday through Sunday?
Thursday through Sunday. One show Thursday. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday.
Yep.
That's a total of 5.
Yeah,
even with a public school education.
You got
I was
Are you
able to
doing
add
Sunday
that
as well?
Not Sunday.
Okay, so 5.
So 1 plus 2 plus 2 is...
It's 5.
That's very, very good.
Thank you.
That's
I appreciate
really good.
that. And there's
so you're a strong reader and strong at math.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
really good.
And I didn't have to point it out. You noticed it right away.
It was obvious. Yeah,
I did.
I'm glad you said it.
Oh, I overwhelmed you with my math skills.
Yeah. It's pretty incredible.
And if you come to Caroline's, maybe I'll do some on-the-spot addition, maybe some geometry. And if you're a really good crowd, I'll fucking do some algebra in there.
That's
you never
crazy.
know. You never know.
Yeah.
And that stuff might not be funny, but you'll just be impressed by my mathematical skills.
Because the nice part about seeing it in person, which I just got to do, is you didn't even use your fingers.
No.
That's crazy.
I mean, did you? But I feel kind of like, did you expect me to, Sam?
Well, when I checked your math, I used my fingers just to make sure.
Just to verify that I was in, yeah.
So,
I had to do some subtraction because I know it's a 6-show run, but then he said 5. And I'm like, he must not be doing Sunday.
yeah, and then you're like, well, what happens if I subtract Sunday from 6? And then you got, is that how you
I
got to 5?
Yeah,
Oh,
but he was
okay.
already ahead of me.
It's really fast. It's very, very fast.
Thank you.
How often do you do stand up?
I've been doing it a lot. I got back into it about a year ago.
Right.
I started when I was 19, and then obviously the big retirement of 1993, which people are still, they're getting over.
Grieving.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, they talk about it. There's a sound on the streets about it still to this day.
Yeah, and there's a whole Facebook page, the Rappaport retirement of 93.
Yeah.
But I got back into it about a year ago, and I'm loving it. I've been on tour the last 6 weeks. I'm in Buffalo next week. But for me to perform, growing up right here in Manhattan, to perform at Caroline's, I'm excited about it. I got my fucking brothers and cousins and some that I never met before coming and showing up. So I'm excited. I'm just, to perform in New York City, being a New York City kid is exciting.
So, do you work at any of the clubs here?
Yes, what's funny? I just did. So I've done Gotham, which I really like. I've done the Stand. Have you done the Stand?
Excellent room.
Really nice.
Yeah, really nice.
Excellent. It feels like a new old comedy club. I really like them. They were nice. And you know what I did for the first time? Because I've just gotten back into it. And, I spent a lot of time in Los Angeles because you mentioned the Comedy Cellar. That's the first. I did it Saturday night.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. Which was cool.
How'd you do?
I did fine. I did good. It was it's so fucking small in there. Like the room, it feels small when you've seen it on TV and obviously Louis. But then when you're like, for me standing on the stage, like I was like, not that I do any acrobatic stuff on stage, but I could do jumps and stuff like that. I mean, it's like the ceiling is like right on top of you.
Watching Gary Gulman in that room is really funny because he's giant
so
and he's such a giant guy. And you can see how small the room is.
Yeah,
like Gary's on
that
stage.
felt, because I'm about the same size as Gary, so that felt the same kind of thing. But it was dope, and I love doing it. I love the unpredictability of it. I love the endless sort of. There's no boundaries on what you can do, the kind of comedy you can do, and I'm still sort of identifying what kind of comedian I want to be, but I just love it. And I'm pumped to perform at Caroline's at Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and that's not a plug, but it is a plug.
Sure, it is a plug.
Yeah, it is a plug. I'm excited about it, and and to just be on tour and to just go around and do the different cities, and I really love it because I have such reverence for the craft and for great comedians. I have just a respect for it. So I'm having a really good time. I really love it.
And you're going to Buffalo Helium. I just did. It's a great room.
Yeah.
They did a really good job with all those rooms. Philadelphia is really good. Buffalo. One time I did Portland. That's also a good room.
Dope. I'm
not a
doing
good
that
city
too.
for me either, but not a good.
Why is it not a good city for you?
They just don't care for me in Portland. But that was years ago.
They don't
I
like
did
to come see you?
They don't care for me. No.
That's a shame.
Why?
I don't know. It's just one of those, like, we don't. Weird. It's like a date. You go on a bunch of dates, and there's one you just like, I don't know why we don't click.
Right.
Portland has never been an amazing.
When you're doing
city.
shows there, it's just it feels something a
It
little
was okay, yeah. Not terrible. Wasn't a nightmare, but
interesting.
Okay. Another one, Cincinnati. Didn't click.
Cincinnati's not for you.
Not for me. Didn't
But
click.
you did a batch of shows in Cincinnati over the years?
I've done it once or twice. I did the Funny Bone. Not a bad room, just not,
There's a lot of cities.
A lot of cities.
A lot of cities love you.
Let me ask you a question. Now you're a fucking OG comedian, Jim. This is a question that I ask all comedians, and people have different answers, and I still have my theory about it. If you give obviously if you're working out stuff, it could go either way.
Sure.
But if you're on tour, okay, and you're in a city that you feel comfortable with, so it's not for you, Cincinnati or Portland. I have no problem with these places. Haven't performed in either one of them. But how much of it is Jim Norton's responsibility, and how much of it is the crowd? Like, be honest, because some people, comedians, a lot of comedians, it's all me, and I'm like, yo, if I do fucking 5 kick-ass shows and then the 6th night do the same exact thing with the same breath, the same lightness or darkness or whatever, and it doesn't go right, how much of it is on you and how much is on the comedian?
There's an old expression, and I wish I knew who came up with it. They said, never blame the audience, even though it's always their fault. I would love to have known, because that's how I was.
You should take credit for it. If you don't know who did
I
it,
can't.
that's yours.
But I would say half and half. It depends on why it's going wrong. If it's going wrong, if they're not talking and they're not interrupting and they're not being rude and they're just watching me disinterested or not laughing, it's probably me. But if they're talking or if they're being shitty, then I know it's them. Sometimes I feel like they're just not liking this material. Sometimes it's a combination of both. Hey, we're just not getting along. It's happened in the cellar a million times. We're just not getting along. And then you'll acknowledge it and say like, something, and then they explode and you're like, yep, it's just us, because they can laugh. They're not a group of people who won't laugh. They just don't like me. So sometimes I don't know. I mean, I would love to be able to have an answer for that, but a lot of times you don't know. Is it me or them? If they're not heckling, you can't really blame them if they're not being rude.
Right.
Do you get hecklers at this point?
Sure.
Do you really?
Yeah, they'll heckle if they don't agree politically. It's not as much. They don't heckle. A lot of times they heckle fun stuff or nice stuff.
Right. No, that's one. That's like they're like shouting requests almost at you.
Yeah, but occasionally they will. But it's not very often. Once in a while, sure.
And Sam, I got to say, I don't know what's going on. The afro's gone. Like, what's happening?
It's a little bit more professional now.
Well, why? Have you sold your fucking soul too? The afro.
It's much more corporate.
Why? What happened to you?
By the way,
where did things go wrong?
Things are going right. But look, here's the thing. As you get older, sometimes your hair starts growing in different places more than it grows in other places.
Yeah, but with your hair with the curly, you could kind of, because it's such a gorgeous.
Like mold it up.
Maybe some hairspray, like a couple of barrettes in there. All right, I just wanted to see if you're selling yourself out. Like, I don't know, because I used to look forward to seeing like what was going on with your hair. But
I appreciate that, and there are other people that are upset about it.
Yeah,
but also
it's a horror show.
It was growing. No, it's not. You said that about my beard too, and it was such the right move. But it was growing out on the sides too much for me. It was too much.
I get you.
I looked at it. It's like, this is now becoming a thing where.
Did Jess like it?
She's never had a problem. With anything. No, this was never on her.
But your wife?
Yeah.
Right. They don't give a shit.
They don't. Once she's in, she's
used to it. It's like she's accepted. Wives, if you have a wife and you're really like married, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I've been with her for like,
it's just accepting and tolerant. I mean,
13 or 14 years.
Yeah,
like at this point, it's not like an aesthetic thing.
The hair. It doesn't give a fuck.
And they get used to it, I guess. Like they get used to it because it's a slow change and they see it every day, so they're not even aware.
And she's just like, imagine having my wife, the fucking saint she is.
Mm-hmm.
The amount every day, seeing, smelling, the waking up next to me.
Right. I'm the same. Jess gets excited whenever there's anything new. Like when I go, you know what? I think I'm gonna get a haircut. She's like, oh, good. Like, I think I'm gonna go do this. Oh, great. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna go buy a new shirt. Oh, great.
Yeah, just get the fuck out. And also get out.
Yeah, go do that.
Like
take a couple hours.
When you're doing that, she has time to herself to just fucking assess where she's at in her life.
Yeah. So. But like it gets to the point where you go like, people enjoy me having this hair, but at the same time, I don't want you to just see the hair. You know what I mean?
You want the man behind the hair.
There's a man in here. There's a soul that I want you to know.
Pointing at his asshole.
You spend, a lot of time on the internet getting people very upset with you. It's a big business for you, I feel like.
Business meaning there's no money in it, but I got you.
But it's just something you do. Do you ever worry that making yourself so accessible as a comedian, comedians are accessible, that you're going to end up at a show and somebody shows up wanting to knock you out?
No, but I would not tolerate that.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't tolerate that. I just wouldn't tolerate that.
How would you take care of that?
By any means fucking necessary.
I see. So you're prepared for that.
I just wouldn't tolerate that.
Right.
Like I wouldn't tolerate it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would not be tolerable.
It almost never most people online, again, you get the occasional psychopath, but most people online are just online.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many people, and they're so angry. And they write big angry words.
Yeah.
They're not going to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they're probably.
And then you see me and you want a selfie.
Yeah, they want a picture.
You want a picture.
They want a picture.
And I know because I've done it. Like I haven't anonymously bashed them, but I've been mad at celebrities or whatever, and then I meet them and I'm like, just.
Yeah.
People I look up to, like Gene Simmons or whatever.
But you've never been mad at Gene Simmons, have you?
Of course. I've had that.
Have you been mad at Gene Simmons?
I blasted him on the air one time when he wouldn't take a picture with me years ago.
It's so funny. I love that.
Oh, you know that, yeah.
I love that. There's been lots of people that you've blasted, and then you realize, it was just kind of a one-day thing or a misunderstanding, and I got a picture, so I feel better now.
Yeah, especially with celebrities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially with the celebrities, even athletes. Like for the most part, it's all.
Where do people get the most angry? Do you find because you
politics?
Okay, because I was going to ask this
and sports.
Because you're now on Twitter. It's just today, like taking credit for calling out LeBron James and asking people to give you that credit.
Oh well, I called him the fakest guy in the NBA.
Why?
Because he is. He's
I thought he's helping the children.
Listen, you could do some good and still be the fakest guy in the NBA. And I called him the fakest guy in the NBA. And people, you're a hater, you're jealous, you're racist, you're all these things. And then today, he had the NBA. This whole China thing will be a 30 for 30. It'll be an ESPN 30 for 30. Like
they're handling it with dignity.
I mean, it's crazy. And LeBron with his I'm more than just an athlete and all that shit. Yeah. Yo, he, and like all his speaking out on all these things, and he gets all hyped about all these things, and then he's all fucking, mealy mouth about China and all that.
What's he saying about them?
Nothing. and I guess there must be a lot of money. Yeah. Like, I mean, truly a lot of money that all these outspoken NBA guys have a stake in, because no one's saying anything.
1.5 billion people in China, whatever it is, that can buy merchandise,
right?
Or that can buy whatever it is you're selling. Like, I mean, there's
maybe they
so
have
much
stakes in the NBA or something like that.
Something is real, because for them to all be collectively falling in line, there's something that they've all gotten like, oh shit, this really is a financial thing. But with LeBron, I mean, listen, first of all, he's a great player. Second of all, he does do a lot of great things. And I obviously I exaggerated for effect, but I think he's full of shit.
Okay.
So
based on like the
just on just his track record of I want to go like down the line, just his track record of behavior and trying to I know it's not easy being that kind of celebrity, but don't put yourself out there if you're not going to really ride or die when it's time to ride or die on your comments. Like
I see
the if it was something like in Ferguson or Black Lives Matter, but then with the China, like I think there's money. I think it's money, especially somebody like him, and because he's like, oh, I don't know, and I'm like, and he's throwing the executive under the bus who started the whole thing, Daryl Morey, who's the G. I don't want to go down the whole fucking explanation. The GM of the Houston Rockets, he's the one who started this whole thing. But LeBron, he tries to be the spokesperson of all this stuff. And then when it was a time to speak on this today, balls they tucked under.
And it's funny, this democracy they're speaking up for. It's not like you're speaking up for am I a liberal or a conservative or abortion? It's like the idea of democracy is not a big risk to say you support democracy.
It shouldn't be.
Right.
No.
It shouldn't be.
Right.
Or just be honest about it. Like, I would probably, as a comedian, if China was interested in my business, I would side with the government.
You would.
100%.
Yeah.
But you'd know it was for the money, and I'd probably tell you it was for the money.
Right.
Well, you could get away with that, though. You've made a reputation. First of all, you're an individual, and second of all, you've always been honest, and people would probably find it charming.
And I carry no weight. No one gives a fuck what I say.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
The NBA can't. The NBA, these sports organizations, the NFL was stuck in the same, kind of a similar thing when they were trying to deal with the Kaepernick thing.
That's right. They're still dealing with it.
Yeah, they want to appeal to all people. And so they can't do even what you do on Twitter, Michael. They can't go like, well, you know what? Fuck it. These are our principles and this is what we're doing. Because if half the people say, well, we don't like that, we don't support it, they can't have that. They need to appeal to everybody.
I get it.
Isn't it funny how poorly the NFL handled that thing? Like, I've never seen an organization handle something so badly.
Every step of the way was wrong.
Every step they fucked up. Not that it was easy, because there was no playbook on how to handle that.
No.
But wow, they actually set precedent for how to not do something.
Yeah. And then the NBA is following that poor precedent with this China thing.
I like that Stern said, "I'm not going to tell anybody they can't," or whoever who's the
Adam Silver.
Okay,
yeah.
He said, "I'm not going to tell people they can't. There's no restriction on what they can say." I guess it's an understanding they all have, but
there's an understanding they all have. I don't understand it, but they got a fucking understanding.
Like he's saying, you're allowed to say whatever you want,
but you might.
But here's what's in it for you.
We're all going to lose money here.
Yeah,
like all of us.
Do you think they were all sat down at a team meeting and said, "Look, this is what it is, and this is why"?
I think so, because I mean, listen, I'm not. This is not even athletes. I'm not that fucking educated about what's going on in China. But if you're a 24-year-old NBA player who you probably don't know that much about it either. So they probably don't have that much of a clear understanding of what to say. And again, I'm not even saying it's just athletes. I don't have that much to say about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think it's been a clear understanding and a clear, if it's a letter, team meetings from the agents, however they, and I bet you it's not in a lot of emails.
No.
Because I bet you there's no texting, there's no nothing.
It's probably also one of those things where the more powerful people, whether it's players or owners, like everybody that's powerful, probably does have a stake in what's going on. So they know that doesn't have to be a meeting.
Right.
And, some of the lesser people probably just know to follow
They're
suit.
taking their cue from the way certain guys are acting.
Right.
Like LeBron James,
yes.
a.k.a. the fakest guy in the league.
That's what you were saying. Yes. If LeBron isn't doing it, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe
LeBron,
I shouldn't.
You mean a.k.a. the fakest guy in the NBA?
Yeah, that's what I was reading on your Twitter. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, if he's not, I'm not going to be the one.
Who?
Meaning somebody that's a little bit lower, that doesn't have that stock, that doesn't have that.
Under LeBron.
Yes.
Right. I got you.
Who is some places known as
the fakest guy in the NBA.
Right.
What did he say when they asked him about it?
Like that type of shit.
They asked
Which is funny because he's literally got a talk show on HBO.
Yes. No talking. That won't be an episode on The Shop.
No.
We
talk about it on
You
The
want to
Shop.
do an episode of The Shop? LeBron James, get Yao Ming, former NBA player from China, get him on the fucking show and let him talk some shit.
Yeah.
Then we'll see what you're like. Get him on there to break this down.
CNN asked a question at the NBA thing. And
I saw that.
It was a legit question. She wasn't being trollish, or she asked a real question.
She ain't never going to an NBA press conference
and
ever
like,
again.
No, we talked about that.
That lady. You'll never see her at an NBA press.
You see the players though. You see like James Harden and whoever was with him, just kind of like sitting back, like just waiting for the next question.
Yeah, they had already been told.
Yeah, I'm not answering that.
Nope. Those
question.
guys there's a lot of money at stake. I mean, there's got to be.
I wish they would. Yeah. I guess it's kind of hard to say it, but you kind of, it's easy to bash them for not saying it. But I know if I was in that boat,
you can't say it.
It's hard to say it.
You have to figure out how to say something to get out of it. That's the only thing. They haven't figured out what to say to get out of it, because you can't just say, "Well, we would." It's like, well,
Yeah, I mean, players were willing. In fairness, athletes were willing to give up money, or the idea of the NFL losing money to protest during the games. They were like, the protest is more important than the finances or TV revenue or ad revenue or any of that stuff. So they did kind of make that choice there. But with this, and again, China's not their issue, so
right.
They just say that we make the choice to give up finances when it means something.
Right. What did you think of Jay-Z jumping on board with the NFL?
I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
Listen, Kaepernick, who I respect, this wasn't about him playing. Right. He wanted to bring attention to the issues, and he did bring attention to the issues.
Yeah.
Whether you like it, don't like it, he brought attention to the issues. The kneeling and the protests, there was no, he knew at a certain point like where it was going and what the ramifications are. He chose to do that. Respect, don't respect, whatever. He chose to do that. Again, it wasn't about him starting as a quarterback in the NFL. I think he should have, over these last 3 seasons, gotten a fucking workout to play football. He's good enough, and these quarterbacks go so quickly when you're down to your third string quarterback. But as far as Jay-Z, it's like we have to move forward. If there's going to be progress, there has to be. It can't just be kneeling. And when he said we're beyond kneeling, it was taken out of context. Like, you have to move forward in the process of bringing education, bringing attention to these things. And so I didn't have a problem with Jay-Z. And his track record is so, he's literally a billionaire.
He is a billionaire.
So like, what would they, let's say they pay Jay-Z $50 million. Mm-hmm. That's not going to really affect Jay-Z.
Yeah, I like the speech he gave. It wasn't really a speech, but when they showed that footage of him with all the owners.
Yeah.
And he was saying like, I can tell you what I've done in the last year. I can tell you who I've given money to. I can tell you who I've fed. I can tell you who I've helped get out of jail. Yeah, what have you done? Can you tell me?
And he's talking to these fucking assholes on Twitter and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like he's a sellout. He's this and it.
They got mad at him for Barney's too. Didn't he do something with Barney's after there was a big problem, a big racial thing at Barney's?
Yeah, that was like a couple years ago, but I definitely remember that story. Yeah, but I mean, he is right. Now, there's not that many people that have better track records with using their money to support causes that directly affect them and their community than Jay-Z.
But it was scary for me because I'm like, damn, if they could be like, Jay-Z's a piece of shit, they could do that to anybody.
Oh yeah,
But they turn around. They get mad at Kanye at one point. People just get mad at you, and then they're not.
And who's the people?
Yeah.
The fucking robots on Twitter.
Right.
The who may or may not be black. They may not be white. They could be Russian. They could not even be people. Who knows?
Jay-Z's in that position where he's big enough and powerful enough now that you can't affect him. You can't cancel him. You can't. He's there.
You're not canceling Jay-Z.
It's not going to happen.
You just like you're not canceling Dave Chappelle.
No, they can't happen.
They tried to cut. They come out of the little fucking shitholes when that Sticks and Stones thing, and I'm like, you think because you got a 200-word piece in Vice magazine, you're gonna cancel Dave Chappelle?
Yeah,
get the fuck back in your rabbit hole.
Because not only is he that big, but he's also that good. Like when you're playing at that level, like Chappelle. You can't do anything.
Go after. They got one with Shane Gillis, which I think was disgusting. Yep. The comedian, but you're not canceling Bill Burr.
And by the way, Shane Gillis he's on the road now.
He's going to continue to do his thing.
He's probably selling good tickets.
I bet he is too.
As he should,
because he became a martyr.
Yeah, fuck these people, man. Fuck these people, man. You have to add something, but fuck you people.
Yeah, and Kanye, we've watched the track record of Kanye. They go after him. Just let him put out another hit.
But I think his music days are done. With this, listen, no disrespect to gospel music, but we don't want to hear that from you.
Well, he still hasn't put it out.
Sunday morning service stinks.
Trash.
Stinks.
Trash.
How
It's just
dare
like
you. That dumb outfit he wears.
His Sunday morning service. Yeah. Now you get James Cleveland, or like somebody like that, the good Reverend. Then we're good. But this guy up there, it's literally a spectacle now.
I'll tell you,
it's asshole-ish.
He put out that Pablo album, and it was very gospel influenced, and it was incredible.
But that's gospel influence,
right?
Listen,
I'm still trying to hear Yandi.
Yeah, I'm not trying. I'm done. I don't believe in going backwards. Mm-hmm. Like and as an artist, this guy's gone forward, whether we like it or not. Like that shit that the education, the college dropout, all that shit's done, and it's great, and those records will last forever. But that don't expect to get that again. He's moved forward.
Oh, he's definitely moved on from that for sure.
So,
yeah. I'm anxious to see what he's got next, though. If it ever comes out, like he's been
I find him so uninteresting.
The new date announced.
It is a spectacle, but I think it's all boring.
It's literally we're 11 months from when the first date was announced. He was supposed to come out with his album last Black Friday.
I love when his wife chimes in. No, it's not going to be out today. It'll be out Sunday.
Oh, good.
And the fact that she's the listening board for like dope music, it's like you've already she's not the
Kim. Is this good? Oh yeah.
Is this banging?
Yeah. It's
banging. Is this bumping?
Oh yeah. It's bumping.
Is this smacking, Kim?
It's smacking. Yeah.
Is it smacking, Kim?
It is smacking. Yeah. Okay, now they're saying October 25th.
Okay,
is when the album Jesus is King. That's when Jesus is
King.
Jesus is King.
It's gonna be great.
It's not gonna come out October 25th.
Even the great Al Green. Mm-hmm. Even the great. Now he made a couple of good gospel songs after he got those grits thrown on his back when he became Reverend Al Green. It was over.
But what if it comes out and it's fire?
It's not going to be fire.
You don't think so?
I mean, I'm not saying there won't be some, because he's so talented. There'll be some beats on there that are dope. But listen, straight up and down, no disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to hear anybody kick any of that gospel shit to me. I need them bangers.
Right.
I need bangers for hip hop, and if it's a gospel music, I'm not. When was the last? Because it's his gospel music. I'm not interested in gospel music.
I see.
That's just me. I need those smackers.
Right.
And when I asked Kim, "Are they smackers?" I wanted her to say, "Yeah, those are smackers."
Those are smackers.
Those are good.
Yes,
okay.
I don't care. I don't need to watch somebody's manic episodes.
Me neither.
Fucking unroll into a music video.
Exactly.
I don't care.
He's gonna make Jesus bangers. You watch.
He made Jesus Walks.
That was a fantastic song.
It was a fantastic song.
We should break because Joe Coy is coming.
Yes, Michael Rappaport, you will be at Caroline's.
Yes.
Starting Thursday through Saturday. This weekend, go to carolines.com. You can see the fabulous Michael Rappaport perform stand-up comedy live in the flesh.
Yes, in the flesh.
Incredible.
In the
You're
flesh.
welcome to hang with us too. We're just taking a quick break.
I think I got to get out of here.
I think you got another show to do.
But I appreciate you guys, and it's always good to see you guys.
And we're going to have Caroline's raise that ceiling. You'll be able to see him do his acrobatics. It's an amazing show.
I got Denver this weekend. I'm at the Comedy Works Friday, Saturday, and then in November I have the Charlotte, whatever gig I have in Charlotte, and I have the Philadelphia Helium. If you want to see me, that's all I have left on the books for this year.
We'll be right back with Joe Coy. Stay tuned.
We'll We'll be back with more Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. It's Faction Talk.
Here's the big question. Does relish go on anything but a hot dog?
Asses, wings, these are things we talk about. Music.
We know what a star is.
Well, you're looking at one.
Will I get knocked out by Chuck Liddell to be the future of old radio?
Yep, blow everybody's mind. Like, whoa, they do it live?
There's too many LOLs.
Hey, you know what? That's a great point.
Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. The Jason Ellis Show. Covino and Rich. Bennington. Faction Talk. Live, uncensored, and on demand with the SiriusXM app.
That is the sound of a good time right there.
The NHL is back. Hear every hit.
Whoa, enormous hit. Smith the shot, the rebound.
Save.
And what a save by Bennington.
And goal.
What a goal.
From the regular season through the Stanley Cup playoffs.
The St. Louis Blues are the Stanley Cup champions.
It's all right here on SiriusXM. And hockey fans, we know you love your hometown announcers. You can always hear them on the SiriusXM app.
This is happening. Me in my office on Monday. Project hanging over my head like an anvil. And the new guy Rick shows up.
Been thinking about your problem there, boss. The answer's Upwork.
I'm not sure about Rick, but now I'm on Upwork and I'm seeing all the freelance help I need. Creative directors, designers, PMs, all available now. Then I see something even better. Project delivered. With Upwork, this is happening.
People call me R-Dog.
Yeah, that's not happening, Rick.
Upwork. Hire freelancers, make things happen.
You've got stuff to do. Work is busier than ever, and you're running on willpower and coffee fumes. But what if you could get help finding software faster than you could order your favorite latte? And what if you could get that help for free? Now you can with Software Advice. We simplify your software search by helping you find the right software for your work needs in 15 minutes or less. It's easy. We connect you with a personal software advisor who specializes in software for your specific industry. Your advisor learns about your needs and helps you narrow down your top software options in minutes so that you can make a smart, risk-free choice for your business. And even better than a latte, it's 100% free. Take the stress out of your software search with Software Advice. There's never been an easier or faster way to find software. Go to softwareadvice.com to be matched with your personal software advisor for free today. That's softwareadvice.com. Softwareadvice.com.
Do you know the last time you replaced your toothbrush? I didn't. I also had no idea how long I was really brushing until I got a Quip electric toothbrush. Quip was designed to fix the habits most of us get wrong when brushing our teeth, with sensitive vibrations and a built-in timer that guide a 2-minute clean. To keep your bristles fresh, Quip delivers brush heads every 3 months for just $5 with free shipping. You can take Quip everywhere using its slim cover that mounts to mirrors at home and slides over your bristles when you're on the go. It's no wonder this electric toothbrush earned a seal of acceptance from the American Dental Association, was named one of Time's best inventions, and has thousands of 5-star reviews. Quip starts at $25 and is guaranteed for life with a refill plan. Sign up now at getquip.com/factiontalk and you'll get your first refill pack free with a Quip electric toothbrush plan. That's your first refill pack free at getquip.com/factiontalk. Getquip.com/factiontalk.
The NFL celebrates Hispanic Heritage Month.
1, 2, 3, what's that? Touchdown!
The NFL is proud to have a strong community of more than 27 million Hispanic fans.
Here we go! Hands on, baby!
The league recognizes Hispanic Heritage Month by celebrating the history, culture, and tradition of Latinos.
That's all we need right there. Time is now!
Visit NFL.com/Hispanic Heritage to learn about these stories.
Nobody could launch the SiriusXM Hollywood studios like Howard Stern.
We're so happening here in LA.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I welcome you to Los Angeles.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, wow.
Adam Levine.
This sounds great.
Robert Downey Jr.
Welcome to LA, baby.
Howard Stern's first LA broadcast in almost 20 years.
This is a high-energy show.
Jennifer Aniston.
Baba Booey.
Seth Rogen and Snoop Dogg.
Goddamn right.
Demi Moore.
I've been reading your book.
Oh.
Green Day.
Beautiful.
Watch on the SiriusXM app.
Don't you love that feeling when you just nailed your look? When someone you barely even know comes up to you and says, "Oh, I love that outfit. Where did you get it?" That's how it feels to use Stitch Fix. They're a personal styling service. Tell them what you love, and they send great clothes for you to try on at home. Stitch Fix is simple. Sign up in just a few minutes. Tell them about the brands you love and the looks that make you feel great. Stitch Fix is convenient. Get everything delivered right to you, so you can try on new styles in the comfort of your own home. Stitch Fix is on your terms and priced to fit your budget. There's no subscription required, ever. Keep what you want and send back anything you don't. So, isn't it time you started nailing your look? Get started today at StitchFix.com. Stitch Fix, personal styling for women, men, and kids. Stitch Fix, personal styling for everybody.
The following is a public notice for people suffering with fibromyalgia symptoms. Researchers from the University of Illinois College of Medicine have developed the first definitive blood test for the biomarkers of fibromyalgia. Those who test positive may qualify for an FDA-approved clinical trial of a breakthrough symptom-eliminating treatment. Previously, a fibromyalgia diagnosis could not be confirmed, forcing sufferers to endure skepticism from their friends, family, and the medical community. Now, participants can have the definitive confirmation of debilitating disease. The test is covered by nearly all insurance plans, and FM Test can help arrange your blood test at a local facility. If you suffer from chronic fatigue, mental fogginess, chronic pain, body tenderness, or poor sleep, it may be fibromyalgia. Take this opportunity to get the first and only definitive test. If you test positive, you could be among the first to receive a breakthrough treatment formulated to eliminate all fibromyalgia symptoms. Space is limited, so go to thefmtest.com now. That's thefmtest.com. thefmtest.com.
Hi, I'm Tom from Kane 11, and I have one question for you. What size socks are you wearing right now? If you're like everyone else I've asked, you simply don't know. How could you? That's because until now, socks were made in one size fits all or just a couple of sizes to fit every size foot. But not at Kane 11. We make our socks in 11 individual sizes from 7 to 17. That's right, 7 to 17. Great looks and colors to fit everyone's lifestyle. From cotton to wool or anything in between, Kane 11's got the perfect sock for you. At Kane 11, you get the perfect fit. Better yarns, better quality, just a better sock. If you don't love them just like we do, send them back for a full refund. No questions asked. That's the Kane 11 promise. Once you wear a pair of Kane 11s, I guarantee you'll never go back to wearing socks in multi-size ranges again. Join the tens of thousands of people who've discovered socks in individual sizes. Go to Kane 11 right now and get 20% off your first order. Only available at Kane11.com.
Walk the world with me.
And now, Jim Norton and Sam Roberts return.
Talking, you could raise it a little bit. Otherwise, it's just low stuff. It's just low audio on the radio.
Joe Coy is coming in shortly, and during the break, I was going to the bathroom.
Yeah,
and Paul said, "Can you give me some comedy advice?"
Who's Paul? Who?
No Filter Paul.
No Filter Paul.
Who was here?
What kind of comedy advice did you give him?
None. He wants it on the. I didn't know he wanted to talk on the radio.
Oh,
you said you wanted to just kind of come in and hang out.
Well, who's No Filter Paul?
He's been a friend of the Opie Anthony show for many years.
Bring the audience up to speed.
Yeah, we know him for a long time.
Yes.
But you said you wanted to just come in and hang out. I didn't know you wanted to.
No, it doesn't matter either way.
We would have talked to you before Michael came in.
I'm not kicking Michael Rappaport out of a seat for my shit.
But you want comedy advice from Jim?
Well, yeah. Are you doing stand-up?
I do stand-up. I'm just coming up on 2 years.
Okay.
Did 350 mics and shows in the last 2 years.
Okay, good.
Pushing hard.
You're really going on.
Oh, yeah. I'm opening for Jim Florentine in December.
Where?
In a club called Tiff's in Morris Plains. I hosted for Paul Verzi.
Oh, okay. A year ago. Paul's very funny.
Yeah, he's hilarious. It's great. So I'm really slamming this and trying to. I mean, I got 20 some odd years to catch up with you, but
that's the plan.
You told me on O&A literally 15 years ago I should have tried this, and I'm a fucking asshole. Not for doing it because I'm having so much fun.
Oh, because you said you wanted to do it, I guess.
I just didn't have the balls. And what happened is I told a friend of mine and he booked me on a show 6 days later and said, "There's your debut." And that's what happened. Since then, the first time was obviously a complete abortion.
Yeah.
But I love that you kept going.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
it's
because
it's
imagine
awesome.
if you started 15 years ago. Though.
Exactly. I'd
why would you bring? I mean, because he's like, we're trying to celebrate what he's done, and like obviously the 15 years that sucks.
I'm not saying it's. Who knows?
But if he's
it
having
might not have worked. He might not have liked it. You might have done it 15 years ago.
Why?
He's had like an amazing 10-year run and said, I don't want to do it anymore.
You know what I could have done?
But imagine if he had that 10-year run as the only thing.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Like it sucks to bring that up because you put 10,000 hours into something, and he would have been somewhat successful at it. He would have certainly, if he had stuck with it at that age, I'm sure he would have been able to make a living doing stand-up.
It's possible.
And he's loving it.
He's loving it.
Oh, I'm loving it. It's hard to now because the restrictions a little bit, like certain subjects you can't really do.
Yeah.
10 years ago I could have done. When I first started, I went out and started doing the crazy no filter bullshit and quickly got out of that because it's
what's better, Jim? Like, what is it easier to enjoy as a young man or an older man?
Well, it depends. I mean, like I started when I was 21, so I mean
that's so young.
Yeah, living your dream is
you get to live your dream the whole time?
Pretty much.
Whoa,
but
that sounds way better.
A lot of guys try it and don't like it. Maybe now that you're...
Yeah, but he did try it. He liked it.
Yeah.
Now he did. But you might not... Maybe 15 years ago, you would have tried it twice and dropped out. Maybe you have the wherewithal to continue now and you wouldn't have.
I have a slight similarity with how I've been going.
Oh.
I'm working with Bob Levy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Bob Levy
loves me and puts me on stuff. And it's so much fun. He's a fucking great guy. And you started with Levy, right?
Levy was great to me. I love Bob Levy. Love him.
You jizzed on his TV, correct?
What's that?
Did you jizz on his TV in a hotel?
Bobby and I jerked off on a TV together in it was at Towson, Maryland. We were doing comedy at the Bowman, or Tracy's at the Bowman it was called. And Florentine was out fucking a waitress.
I see.
So me and Bobby stood in the room. This is probably 1993.
Right.
And jacked off on a television set.
Smart.
Screen.
That's good.
And Jim saw two loads on the TV. I'll never forget. He just came in and went, beautiful.
That's it.
Didn't bother him at all. He didn't care.
No, of course not. He's unflappable, isn't he?
Unflappable.
It's incredible.
Yeah. So what kind of material do you do?
So most of the stuff about my wife is very topical. People love that. They connect to it.
My wife.
It's all about, shit relationships.
I see.
Obviously, you don't have a shit relationship yet, but it's going to come, Sam. Trust me.
I mean, when? I've been with my wife for a long time. It'll
come. It'll come.
We got 2 kids. Everything's great.
Yeah, I mean, I
You know what the secret is? You marry the right person.
My wife,
a lot of people don't.
My wife was a sex addict for the longest time with me. All of a sudden, that fell off. So now I'm doing comedy to make up for the lack of sex in my house.
You guys don't fuck more than you used to?
You think sometimes in relationships it ends up being more?
Yeah.
Like I think it was spring looking out the window when I last fucked her.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So
do you try?
Yeah.
Oh.
She doesn't support my comedy at all. She's been to like 2 shows.
What does she say about it?
Oh, you're never going to be famous, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, wow. Does she like you or no?
No, she fucking hates me.
Okay.
We've been married 22 years.
That's another trick. Yeah. Did she used to like you before?
Apparently.
But not really?
I guess.
Did she blow you a lot?
Back in the day.
No, I mean recently.
Is that what happened? Did she start doing just oral?
I blew the leaves on my fucking garden recently. Fuck that. Never going to happen. All right, whatever. Oh, I missed the car crash sound effect.
Yeah, no, you got it, Jim.
Oh, I can't hit the button. I hate these buttons. Why is this?
You killed Uncle Hank.
No, but that's okay.
But I mean, I wish she came, but she wasn't feeling well this morning. She was supposed to come, but she would have just beat me up for an hour on here. So.
But she's not. It's not like she's replaced oral with the intercourse, where it's just like I'll just give you a ton of oral.
No, she just replaced shouting at me.
Oh, okay, so she uses her mouth, but just to
not around the things it needs to be.
Right, berate you, really.
Yes,
like she'll say, I want a blowjob, and she'll go, okay.
And Sam, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
The biggest problem in my house is no one's grateful for me. I spend about $4,400 on my house and bills.
Okay.
Every
month? Wow.
Yes. But
$4,400 a lot.
But everything, that $4,400 counts for nothing. I'm expected. It's the extra money on top of that I get thankful for. Do you think that's right?
Oh, okay. So it's almost taken for granted that you maintain the household.
Right.
And it's like, but you don't get me any presents. You don't get me any jewelry. You're saying that's the issue. Yeah. I see that, but that is just the way it kind of works out. Like, do you don't have kids, do you?
Yeah, I have 2 stepdaughters and a daughter that's mine with her.
How old?
23.
Oh, they're all kind of adults. Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's I mean, it's almost like Yeah, I mean, Jess stays home with the kids.
Right.
But I feel like that's our roles. Like I'm there to maintain the household and make sure the bills are able to be paid and everything.
Absolutely. You're the breadcrumb winner.
My
stepdaughter.
We're still working. We're starting to develop a crust, maybe.
And my stepdaughter Lauren just got married 2 weeks ago. So my daughter went from wanting to marry. My daughter Caitlin went from wanting to get married at like a fucking government office.
Right.
Now, hey, that was 10 grand. We're in.
She wants a wedding.
Yeah, she wants a fucking wedding.
Don't you think if you made your wife feel a little bit more special, maybe get her a little gift, a little dinner sometime, maybe she would be more inclined to do things with your penis?
No, she can start a fight about anything you can imagine.
Like
just fucking pick a subject.
Like if you said like, oh, I was thinking maybe tonight we could get, and you say like this, we could get a little frisky.
Oh, is that all you want me for?
That's what she would say after 22 years?
After 22 years.
How about if you wanted your ass eaten?
Yeah.
Why don't you lick my no-filter butt?
Yes.
When's the last time she ate your ass?
Oh, shit. One time in the shower in the last 25 years.
Really? In the shower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay. If she only did it once in 25 years, that means it's not like that's the expectation.
Yeah.
That's the exception.
That's nice, though.
But
yeah,
she did used to have sex with you a lot.
A lot.
And now not at all.
I used to finger pop her in the car on the way to picking the kids up from school.
What would she if you tried to do that now, if she's driving and like you kind of just reach over and start touching her inner thigh, would she say like, "Oh, this is great"?
No.
What would she do?
Fucking get out of the car.
That's too bad.
That's rough. That's what they all say about being married.
Yeah.
After a while, it's
stinks, man.
But don't you think you have to work to make sure that you don't develop a resentment towards each other? You can't just do the same thing all the time, or kind of, you can't be in this mentality of like, well, look, and I think in your head you might be thinking, look, bitch, I pay the bills,
Right.
Appreciate me.
He probably says that.
Have you ever said that literally? Yeah. Look, bitch, I pay the bills. But that's not enough. I mean, you're going to take somebody for granted eventually. You have to do things that would remind her, like, oh, this is a very special guy. He still appreciates me.
Doesn't it work the other way?
It should also work the other way.
Women want
yes.
equality, except in all of those things.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, you're right. The expectation is that it should work the other way, but somebody's got to start that train.
Right.
You know what I mean? Somebody's got to get it rolling. But you're saying even if you did that, even if you went out of your way to make your wife feel special, she still physically wouldn't want anything to do with you.
Yeah, I mean, can you give me a suggestion of what you think might turn that?
How about if you said, like, say she was laying there and you wanted to just rub your penis on her face and say, like, and like, say you wanted.
That's a good question.
Like, say you wanted a blowjob, but you wanted to be dominant about it. Would that fly?
Well, she's got a mother crashing on my couch right now.
Oh boy.
Yes, exactly.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: when was her birthday?
Her birthday is in November the 19th.
Okay. Well, what's the plan? What are we going to do for her birthday?
Or what'd you do last year?
Sure. Either way.
Gift cards and dinner.
Okay,
dinner. All right, dinner's nice.
I mean, where's dinner?
Wherever she wants. She likes.
Is it a nice dinner, or is it just like, here, bitch? I'm taking you to.
Yeah.
Do you ever say this?
Not a chain restaurant.
I'm taking
restaurant.
you to Hardee's, bitch.
Yeah.
Do you ever say that?
Do you ask her to finger your shitter while you're making Chef Boyardee?
Do you know how much Chef Boyardee I'd buy if that happened?
Yeah.
Fucking go to Costco.
Take out the Campbell and say, better. Now get down there.
Yes.
You try that?
No.
Okay, I would hope not.
No.
I would hope not.
I got more chance of her mother.
Did you ever have sex with her mom?
No, but she's got no fucking teeth. Just
Okay.
She's 80 though.
That's a little old. That's a little old.
You should start with the mother, make her jealous.
You think so?
Yeah, why not? Show her what she's missing.
That's actually not a bad idea. Women do get jealous.
They get jealous.
Sometimes you have to let them know that you're wanted.
Yeah, tell her, look, it's either going to be you or I'm going to deep dick mom out there on the sofa.
Yeah. Maybe you get some of these Instagram floozies to slide into your DMs, and you go to your wife, you say, man, look at all these crazy DMs I'm getting.
We get Joe Coy's on his way up.
Okay.
So we'll have him for a few minutes at least.
Whenever he's up, you can
Just
bring him right in.
He's probably in Midtown traffic.
We like Joe Coy. Maybe Joe Coy can also give No Filter Paul some
I'd
advice.
love that.
Yeah.
I'd love
I mean, he
that.
doesn't know you, but I mean, Joe's a very, very good comic.
Mm-hmm.
And he's promoting he's got a bunch of dates to Borgata, Prudential Hall here for Saturday and Sunday. Joe is a huge comic. If you haven't seen him, he's really, really funny live. The 24th, 25th, 26th, he's got gigs. Go to joecoy.com. It's JOKOY.
I mean, yeah, you do have to keep things fresh, right? You have to keep things like, lively so that she appreciates you.
Yep.
And you have to keep yourself motivated to appreciate her.
Right.
Do you appreciate her, or are you kind of annoyed by her at this point? It's been long enough.
It comes and goes.
Yeah.
More coming than going.
Apparently not.
No, well, no, her in the room. That's the best part of her mother being on the couch. She's down there looking after her.
Come on in, Joe.
I got my room to myself. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's good.
Hello, buddy.
So
Joe
sorry.
Coy is here. It's okay, Joe.
Yeah. You got a backpack? Are you just coming
man,
like
I'm a kid.
Fucking Pornhub.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
What happened, Joe?
Yeah, what happened? You look
Nothing.
stressed.
It's just, you guys and the traffic and
There's
the
a lot of
one-way
traffic.
streets and the GPS. It's all fucked
Why
up.
the bag
man.
with you? Are you coming right from the airport? Or are you? From the hotel?
It's like everything's in here. My whole life's in here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jimmy.
That's okay.
It's okay, Joe Coy.
We're done by 10 though, but we're gonna get you for a few minutes.
Yeah, thank God you're wearing the CPAP, man. I saw the tweet and I retweeted
I'm not wearing it.
You fuck. What
No,
the
no, I
fuck
don't know.
is wrong with
I
you?
know.
I tried.
He says he can't.
No,
tell
I
him.
don't want to hear this. What do you mean I tried?
Here's what I did. I did contact the old sleep study. I made them send me my results so I can get a new machine that might be more updated. And I want to get sinus surgery and go in for another test because I can't breathe. So I want to have another test. But the mask has been on my mind a lot, and I have my results. I want to get a new machine, an updated machine.
Can I tell you something? And don't get mad. You look bad.
Oh,
Thank you.
no.
You do. You look like you're not getting sleep.
You're right.
Your eye bags are bad.
He's right. But those
Am I right?
No, you're right. The bags are there.
The bags I've
and they're
always
gonna give
had,
you
though.
wrinkles too.
Sam doesn't give a shit. He wants this to be the Sam Roberts
I'm
show.
not worried about
I don't care.
I'm not
Yeah.
worried about wrinkles. I'm 51. I don't have many wrinkles. But it's
But
the
it's
eye
gonna
bags
give
have
you
always
eye
been
bags,
crow's
man.
feet.
They've always been there.
You looked good with the mask. When I retweeted, I was like, oh, he's getting sleep finally.
You were happy for your
I was
friend.
able to doze for 10 minutes. I do want to try it. You inspired me, but I'm just not able to sleep with it. I can't. I wake up and I'm burping because it's pushing air into my throat. So
yeah,
bad.
that's
You've
how
had
it was.
right?
Yep.
But you have to get past that hurdle, right?
You got to get past it.
Do you get past it?
Yeah, you do. You get past it. Man, I sleep so good now. I'll sleep for 2 hours with the mask. I'm good for a whole day.
See, you're on the road constantly. You're
All
a
day.
world traveler. You have to figure out how to get your sleep in because
Exactly.
otherwise you'll be dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Joe
It's
made me
not
want to
good.
do it, and I do want to get it. I bought a couple of masks that might be a little bit better, but they didn't quite fit. Once I get the right mask,
Wait. I thought you were a mouth breather.
No, dude, I have so many masks. I probably have 30 masks that fans have sent me. But this one covered your mouth.
You're supposed to get them from doctors.
The most miserable fan mail.
Yeah, it was a mask.
CPAP mask.
Yeah, it's a pistol.
This is so weird to me because I had sleep apnea when I was huge and it went away.
See, it's not a thing
What?
about being fat for me.
It went
That's
away.
weird. Yeah.
Because weight,
I lost-
a lot of guys lose weight, and all of a sudden the pressure
The
on
fat,
the throat.
right?
Yeah.
But that wasn't it for me for some reason. It just blocks
same
my
here.
throat. It's
Yeah.
not a weight issue.
It's
So,
a
yeah,
tongue issue.
A tongue issue, and I
Yes.
have the brain one, so that one
Yes.
sucks.
What's the brain one?
It's called central sleep apnea, where
Okay.
your brain just forgets to send a signal.
Aw,
I'll
like
be
a
laying
little
there,
baby.
and my brain will just go, we got something to do, but we can't remember what.
Who is it? Is breathing what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's exactly it.
So you need a big machine on your face to remind your brain
brain's
to
just
breathe.
walking around your skull going, there's something
Yeah,
I'm supposed
something.
to talk.
I just love that, like, Jim always has so much going on in his brain. Like, he's got all these projects happening, and your brain is so functional that when you sleep, your brain is just like, no, I'm out too. I'm not
Yeah.
doing anything.
We have nothing else to
How
do.
many seconds when they tested you? Did they tell you how many seconds you stopped breathing?
They probably did, but I don't remember.
Mine's bad.
Is it high?
Oh, yeah. It's like 60, I think.
Oh my
fuck.
gosh.
60,
Yeah.
it was 60 what?
Yeah, I think it's
60
like
seconds?
60. No, it's like 60 times I stopped.
Oh, I had moderate sleep apnea. Did you have like severe?
Mine's severe.
Yeah, I had moderate, but still bad enough.
Yeah.
So you travel with your mask.
Yeah.
Do you have to do carry-on with it?
Yeah.
So do you ever put it on a plane?
No, I tried, and this is the funniest shit. To Philippines, I'm flying to the Philippines. I plug it in, knock out the whole first class. and literally, I see everyone like with their iPads and like, and then I grab my mask and hit it like, oh shit.
Well, that's like you'd have to go to the first class lounge. You have to go to first class and say, "Hey, everybody, you have two options here. I'm going to fall asleep. So either I'm going to snore something severe and disrupt everybody, or I need all the electricity.
Yeah.
You make the choice.
I made the choice for them.
Plus, I need distilled water in mine
Yep,
when I use
same
it.
here.
You can't bring that on a plane.
No, you can't. But
So
I was
what do you
willing
do?
to do it. I was going to do it dry.
I've done that.
Yeah, with no.
You literally get dry in your throat though.
Yeah. But it's worth it. It was a 14-hour flight, so I was like, fuck
You got it,
I
yeah.
got to have
So
something.
what did you do?
I knocked out it knocked out everything.
But did you want? Were you able to use it on the plane?
No, it knocked out everything. I knocked everybody out.
They have portable ones.
I
had an ASV machine. CPAP I can't use. ASV was the one I needed, but CPAP is better because there's a million of them, and they had like little teeny portable ones.
Yeah.
Do you have any battery operated ones you might be able to get? Yeah.
Fuck. Sleep apnea
I gotta.
seems like
Did you
torture.
not just hear how you did that? You went. You could hear it.
No, fuck. No, I was like.
What,
I thought you were starting to have.
I've always had bad sinuses.
Damn, we gotta fix this, Jim.
I know.
Does it work if you do it like with like a French bulldog? You're supposed to put like a stick in their mouth. I
have a mouth guard I sleep
Prop
with.
their mouth open.
I
Does that
have
work?
a mouth guard. It pushes my jaw forward. The mouth
It didn't
guard.
work?
No, it helps me a little bit.
Do you use it?
Almost every night.
Oh,
it helps
well, then
me.
that seems that
it helps me a little bit.
I
but
thought you were doing anything.
It doesn't help with the central.
So there's this new thing they got now. I swear to God, it's a tongue. You stick your tongue in this like tube, and you squeeze down, and it holds your tongue forward. So you sleep like you're sticking your tongue out like this.
Yeah, I've seen that. How uncomfortable.
It looks stupid, but it's the best thing for you.
But doesn't it dry your tongue out like crazy?
It's probably awful.
Yeah, but it's pulling your tongue because what Jim and I have, it's our tongue collapses in the back of our throat.
It just settles back there.
Logan uses one that he told me about years ago.
Does he have sleep apnea too?
Oh yeah, he's the one that got me onto the mouth
Really?
guard, which was the one he uses. I think if he still uses it, is it goes in the back of your teeth and it holds your tongue down. He goes, you got to get used to it because it feels like you're gagging.
Yeah.
But it's almost like if you had like a finger holding your tongue onto the floor of your mouth, and that is what he said. His sleep's much better with that.
Oh, I got to get that. And it's holding it so it doesn't fall back.
Yeah, it's almost
Okay.
like picture a mouth guard in the back with a rubber band across the back of your tongue, but a firm thing holding you down.
Is that the one where it's the name of it is like zippy the backwards? It's like a word backwards to do with breathing. You know what I'm talking about? They have it on night in TV commercials.
I don't know.
It's like yellow, I think.
Yeah, it's a specially made one. Like certain doctors or certain dentists make it.
Joe, do you get excited when you hear about like new apnea technology?
Yeah, I do. I really do.
You like that?
I'm really bad, man. I'm bad. The minute I can't even take a nap like people. Like people, I'm just gonna close my eyes for a few seconds. I can't.
You can't, right?
I feel like someone's choking me, man.
Are you married?
No. Mm-mm.
See, I had to do this next to my wife in the bed. It's like looking like Darth fucking Vader.
Yeah.
She's not fucking anyway. It's just
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Who
I
cares?
don't think it's the mask. I don't think the mask is the problem.
This guy doesn't even know me, and he's figured me out already. I've been here 1
I'm
minute.
pretty sure she's like, hey, don't wear the mask.
You made me want to do it though, and I was using it every day for like an hour watching TV, making myself. Maybe I'll go back to it, but I'm just too stuffy.
Practices.
I can't. I'm too stuffy.
Because you got the sinus and
I need surgery.
It's the both.
I got to get surgery.
Is there a surgery you can do for apnea or no?
Well, they say not to do it, especially when you're like our age.
When you talk for a living too, they can scar the back of your throat, and it hardens so it doesn't collapse. But I don't want to fuck with my throat.
Yeah, that's what they said to me too.
Don't mess with it, right?
Mm-mm. They're like, don't cut it.
Yeah, can you imagine that? Like you can, it's like something out of the Twilight Zone. You can sleep fine now, but you can't talk anymore, and that's how you make your entire living.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great. Like that's the choice.
And the recovery is like a month. I'm like, dude, did you add that up for me? You know how much a per week is for me? No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, we can't do
I'll
that.
just choke.
Have you ever? Do you take time off?
My fucking. Oh, I'm sorry, Sam.
No, go ahead.
But my machine is at
Yeah.
19 pounds.
What's that mean?
You
It's like
travel with a 19-pound machine?
No,
per-
it's like
per-
19 psi, whatever.
Oh.
I don't know what mine was. It took me almost a month to get the results from the doctors from 5 years ago, where they sent them. But they have all that calculated, what it takes to make you sleep peacefully, and all that shit they figure out. Do you have to go for retests?
Yeah, I just went in. It's so crazy. The guy that's taking care of me, I did this joke on my my special on Comedy Central. It was Lights Out, and I talk about sleep apnea, and he uses that because he does these seminars, and he uses it for his opening. He goes, "Man, my seminars are so boring." He goes, that's the highlight of the seminar when I play your bit." Right. And he was doing it for like 10 years. He was for 10 years he's been doing it. He's never met me or anything, and we're at a restaurant eating, and his wife keeps looking at me, and he walks up to me and was like, "Dude, I use you for my seminars all the time. Can you come in? I want to take care of you. I'm taking care of everything." So he takes care of everything.
So can you fall asleep when they wire? To me, the great genius who maybe doesn't exist yet is whoever figures out how to give you a sleep study without wire connecting you to everything.
Yeah.
Because I piss a lot, so if they could do it like with wireless little things.
No, the one I had was a battery pack. It's like this big. It hooked around your neck. I took it home for the night.
That's the genius.
There's a different one.
Oh.
That's a different one. The one I had, I know which one you mean, had to hook me up to a machine.
Could you talk to the hospital and say, like, look, I wet the bed sometimes. I have to piss a lot. Is it okay if I wet the hospital bed?
I would like to. If I pissed the bed, it would mean I slept well.
Yeah.
Or could it wake up?
This is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, as an adult, this is how you know Jim is in a situation right now. As an adult, he's come in while we, like, on this show.
Yeah.
And he's pridefully said that he's woken up and he's wet the bed as an adult.
What?
And he literally likes it.
No, he doesn't.
Because it means he's had a good sleep. Also, as an aside, he leaves the piss sheets for the housekeeper to take care of.
I had that. It's happened.
That's an aside, though. That's something different.
Yeah, I don't handle my money responsibly.
That's just the freaky part.
Yeah, that's just additional information.
Yeah, yeah.
But
he just looks at the housekeeper and goes, "Good night's sleep."
Yeah.
Right?
But his sleep is so bad.
Yeah.
Because I get that. Like, I have, like, if my pillow hasn't been kicked off the bed, I go, oh man, I slept like a rock last night. For you, if you wake up with a nice piss stain on the sheet, it's like, oh,
is
great.
this real, Jim?
Yeah, it doesn't happen often. It's happened like once every 5 years. But I wake up.
But it's true, isn't
There's
it?
piss all over the place, and I was like, oh, it's great. It means because my body wakes me up to piss all the time.
Yeah.
But when it didn't, it meant that I probably just slept right through it.
Yeah.
Well, probably. There's
I
piss
did,
all
yeah,
over the
there's
bed.
urine.
You definitely slept through it.
Yeah, you slept through it for sure.
Or you find out you're sleepwalking, you're just standing up on the bed, just pissing all over
Hilarious,
it.
yeah.
You were always into girls pissing on you anyway, so.
Yeah, but that doesn't help me sleep. That just makes me thirstier. Michael in North Dakota has something about this. I don't know. Maybe Joe, I don't know if you've ever heard of this.
What's going on, Michael?
Hey, good morning, boys.
Hey.
I've had this same problem that you're having, Jim. And I've had the surgery, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and I'd rip the mask off. I can't breathe. I'm gasping for air.
Nope.
Okay? And I got the Inspire implant put in last December, and there's a lead that goes into your lung and a lead that goes up to the back of your tongue.
Fuck that.
So you turn it on with a remote at night.
No.
And it just starts moving your tongue forward while you're sleeping. You don't even notice it.
I've heard of that.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, I've heard of that. And again, I don't know if it'll work for my central apneas. Thank you, sir. But yeah, I've heard of those things that they can implant that can make you breathe. I don't know if I want that, like where I can't take the mask off if I have to.
My wife would be hitting the fucking remote on and off the whole night just to fuck with me.
Yeah, you should marry somebody else.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
shouldn't be married
Nice
to
try,
that
Jim.
person.
That wasn't a nice try.
No,
I'm sorry.
I tried to hit the crash.
I know you did.
I hit the iPad so much more than a real button.
This is what Jim was thinking.
It just didn't taste fresh. Yes, it didn't. And it reminds me of that moment. So yeah, we have to wrap up soon. We're leaving. I'm happy that you're here even for a few minutes.
Damn it! I'm sorry. And then I spark the conversation up with sleep apnea.
I don't mind.
Everybody's got trust me when I tell you there are more than one person listening to this show that might have some weight issues and apnea issues.
Yeah.
Okay. So apnea
there's
is a hot
ladies
topic.
with it too.
You're right.
I don't want women to think you have it too.
Yeah.
I sleep loud, bitch. You're choking. You're dying.
You're dying.
You need the mask.
Your body's killing you.
Your body's killing you.
Yeah.
It's rejecting you. You're not supposed to exist.
My own face hates my guts.
Do you ever think that if you just have naturally occurring apnea, like, oh, I wasn't supposed to survive. Like, I'm not supposed to be alive.
You know the way. Did you ever see Game of Thrones?
Yes.
The way Peter Dinklage's father looked at him. Mm-hmm. That's how my face looks at me.
That's how you look at you.
Yeah, that's how I see me.
Yeah.
I want to throw you in the river. That was Liam Neeson. But yeah, you've inspired me, man. And I keep trying it, but it made me move a little bit. And now I kind of stopped again. But now that I've seen you, you shamed me into it in a good way.
Good. Continue. Sam's not going to fucking help you. I'll do it.
I won't.
Man.
No, he won't. Believe me. You think he doesn't want to change the name of it?
Oh, so bad.
He hates the top part.
So bad.
Real quick change out.
He wants top billing so bad.
It would be a quick a week of tributes and then off to fucking
A week of tributes.
He'll bring Opie back.
Well, listen, Joe Coy, you are on a world tour right now.
Crazy.
You're giving everybody in the world a chance to see you.
Man.
It's insane.
Joe's
You're not
on
taking
fire.
any breaks. You're trying to plug your apnea machine into first class planes. Like, you're doing whatever you can
That's how
to
you
make
know-
sure that the world sees you.
Joe went to the Philippines and was
Yeah.
flying first. That's how you know. That's a long fucking flight. That's how you know Joe is doing very well. And he also has the Koi Pond, a really good podcast on iTunes if you want to check that out.
So Friday, you're going to be in Atlantic City at the Borgata. Saturday and Sunday, you're going to be at Prudential Hall at NJ Pack.
Those are sold out, man.
In Newark. So we're not even talking about
Saturday
those.
and Sunday?
Yeah.
Both, okay, so there's
What's
no
not
three of
sold
them.
out? Green Bay on the 24th?
That one sucks. No.
All right, Green Bay.
Come on, Green
This is
Bay.
who
You're
we're talking
fucking
to.
up the The streak.
Green Bay come out on the 24th.
No, I'm joking. Green Bay, we sold that one out too, but we added a second. But
Milwaukee
dude, the Forum,
on the
I sold off the
25th.
damn Forum, Jim.
I don't know what the Forum is, but I know that that's a good gig.
Of course you
It's a
don't.
big gig.
Unbelievable.
Of course you don't.
No, I don't. Why would I? Maybe I've been to a sporting event there.
Joe Coy sold out the Forum. Jim doesn't even know what
He
it is.
has no idea.
Here's the only
Where they
thing.
shot Gladiator.
Yeah. The only thing that you guys have in common is you both have apnea. That's it.
I probably should have pretended I knew. Oh yeah, that's a great gig.
It would have been better, yeah, for me.
I just can't pretend. Damn
Okay,
it.
I think it's a charming quality on
Can't
you.
help it.
We
I
did
love
Bar
everything about
Rescue,
Jim.
and John Taffer came over to the two of us when we did Bar Rescue, and he said to both of us, he said, "This is Jim and Sam." You know, he had the bar owner next to him. He's like, "They're one of the biggest shows on Sirius. How many listeners do you guys have?" And before I could completely overinflate everything and just sell the show, Jim just looked at John Taffer sheepishly and said, "They don't tell us. I don't know." I'm like, Jim, millions of people, millions.
You couldn't even just say million.
Yeah. Just say at least a million people.
Man,
I don't know. They don't tell us.
Then Sam comes in like a fucking elixir salesman and fucking saves the day.
Yeah. You know, I tell you, John, we're the #1 show on Sirius, and we have 35 million subscribers. You do the math.
A handful.
Yeah.
Say something.
I know, I'm such an asshole. A smattering. But yeah, Joe, and I plugged it before, but Joe Coy is JOKOY.com. If you want to see him, he's also going to be in Milwaukee and Iowa, and there's probably going to be dates added before the end of the year.
Yeah.
So just go to the website and check it out, or the same name on Twitter.
Even when it's just a pop-in, we love when you're on the show.
Yeah.
too.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
anytime you
always
want to come
fun.
back, buddy.
Yeah,
Come.
anytime. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Paul. Thanks.
More Jim Norton and Sam Roberts after this. Jason Ellis.
How many times have you done something, you're a part of something where you're taking a chance doing it, but you know what, you kind of gamble on yourself. You say, well, you know what?
Waxed my eyebrows the other day. I love how I just got fucking laughing by.
And that was going to pay off big for you,
That
Jason.
was, I'm going to be rich from this.
Oh,
one.
that's going to work.
Yeah,
that is.
Everybody loves me now.
I just want you to know, that was a good idea.
The Jason Ellis Show, live 5 p.m. on the East.
Postseason baseball is on MLB Network Radio, Sirius 209 XM 89. Today, Houston Astros, New York Yankees, American League Championship Series, Game 3.
Astros even the series at a game apiece on the walk-off home run.
1 p.m. Eastern, Jim Bowden and Ryan Spilborn take you on the field and in the dugout.
Momentum shifting a little bit.
4 Eastern, hear the hometown broadcasts on your radio and streaming on your phone and at home on Sirius XM, connected devices and speakers.
Message and data rates may apply. Individual results may vary. Exclusions apply.
But hey, I'm buying a huge flat screen TV so I can finally see it without my glasses.
Why not just get LASIK at the LASIK Vision Institute? That's what I'm doing.
My glasses and contacts are a pain. I'd love to finally get rid of these, but who can afford LASIK?
You can. Because the LASIK Vision Institute is offering dramatically low prices and an absolutely free consultation. Just text CLEAR22 to 350350. The LASIK Vision Institute